Stop! 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 Ah! We've got some serious allegations today. It all kind of links back to my start in this community, to my beginning as a commentary channel. It all goes back. It all goes back to the beginning. We've got quite the story to tell you. A story of friends, a story of enemies, a story of relationships, of lies, of betrayal, allegations, commentary, rants, racism. We've got it all today. It is officially white boy summer, and this may be the greatest allegation we get all summer. So all I can say is I'm excited. That's all I can say. That's all I can really say. Whew, my God. Oh my God. We'll determine the veracity of these allegations to the best of our ability. Okay. Joe Rogan. Joseph Rogan. All right. Why are we gathered here today? Is it just for my monkey friends here? Is that all? No. In fact, this isn't really about me. This isn't really about you. This is all about a man named ImAllexx, a girl named Alice Hez, a guy named Slazo, a guy named Zaptai. It's about a history of allegations. False allegations, I would say. And now, a present day of allegations that seem to be somewhat true. He's going gorilla mode, even. I mean, Alex is a bit of a gorilla. Alex is a bit of a gorilla, if you think about it. Big words for a boy that gets treaties after walkies? Well, after I go for a good walk, what else am I supposed to get? Think about that. Think about that, chat! After I go for a walk, am I supposed to not get a treat? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? All right, chat. It's time to rewind the clock. As you guys know, I am currently 21 years of age. I am. But I wasn't always 21 years of age. Once upon a time, I was a high school student, and I was still making commentary videos at that time. And one of the commentary videos I made was called Slazo's Accusers Electric Boogaloo. It was, I think, in my mind, one of the first videos I made that really had an impact. You know, it had sort of effect on the community. You know, I wasn't the only one, but I was probably the person with the biggest video about this, at least at the time. I was a young boy, and I made this video, Slazo's Accusers Electric Boogaloo. Now, what is this about? Well, to make a long story very short, very, very short, here's what happened, chat. An individual named Slazo once existed in the commentary community, quite a successful guy. He's still around now, not as much as he used to be. But he was a successful commentary channel, and he was accused by an ex-girlfriend of some very strange, devious things. There was a lot of discourse around, okay? Because if you remember with Zaptai back in the day, that was all just kind of Zaptai gets pushed out, okay? But with this, there was debate, there was commentary, there was arguing, there was a fire, there was a fight. It was essentially, you had Slazo being accused by this girl named Che and Che's entire friend group, which included like King Ani, people like that. You had, I want to say like Thaf9 or something like that. A bunch of guys in that friend group, Blues Dank, and they were all, you know, they were coming for Slazo because they saw this person named Slazo being accused. They saw this young, innocent, poor girl named Che. Well, as it turns out, the allegations were a bunch of bullshit, and I made a video about it back in the day. And this is the video. This is a different era, Turkey Tom, okay? This is a different era. This is before the true video essay era. This is the real drama era for the main channel, okay? This channel is on a bit of a drama era right now. We'll see how long that lasts, but the Turkey Tom channel is on a serious drama era. And this was one of the videos.
This video off by saying that it deals with rather sensitive topics like sexual abuse.
This was released July 14th, 2019, almost 5 years ago. Almost 5 years ago, chat.
If that bothers you, which is completely understandable, then I would not recommend going any further than this.
Wow.
Additionally, please do not attack or harass any of the people mentioned in this video. It will include some rather harsh criticism, but that doesn't mean you should send hate to any of the parties involved. Now to the video.
I wanted to make a video regarding this situation. A lot of the things being said are just blatantly untrue.
This is a fire intro, by the way. This is created by Jay Aubrey. ImAllexx Underbite Troglodyte. He does have an aggressive underbite. The thing is, you can tell, I have an underbite as well. We've got Wilbur Soot. I didn't even realize he was involved in this. You're brave and valid. You got our support. Axel, who is at the time, I think, the best friend of Quackity. We've got Weasterner here. Mr. Weast. Blues Dank. The whole squad was coming in. Now, keep in mind, I'm not trying to bring this up to shit on anyone in particular because, I mean, Quite has apologized for his involvement in this. Blues Dank has walked it back. Weast, similarly. I don't know about Axel. Actually, I assume he has. Wilbur Soot. He just got to biting, apparently. Wilbur Soot was just like, flesh. He kind of went zombie mode, but there were a lot of people involved. And, you know, genuinely, I think that these people thought they were doing the right thing. I don't think they thought they were feeling a false accusation. I think all these guys, in their minds, thought that they were helping a girl. I think that's what they genuinely thought. I think the problem is they just had a personal level of investment, which maybe It's tinted, their view of things. They weren't as thorough as they should have been, but I'm not trying to hold it against them. These people in particular, I'm not. Night Knocker for Tenses, it was great seeing you at Portland Pride yesterday. Say hi to that drag queen for me. She was really going down on you last night at the gay bar. Thank you very much, buddy.
Hello, hello, hello.
Joker mode, this is where that started. You guys see this on this channel? You guys like the hello, hello, hello? There I was. Hello, hello, hello. I was like the Joker. I was sort of in a Joker mode at this moment in time. It was sort of a Heath Ledger type thing. Before the Joker movie came out, I was the Joker. I was on the wave ahead of time. Think about that.
Well, we are tonight's entertainment. Bippity boppity boopity, here's the scoopity. For this current drama, let's meet the players. Stay with me here as it'll all come together in a bit. Slazo, YouTube commentator who used to make videos about Jake Paul turned Reddit channel who makes videos where he reads off of Reddit. We've talked about him before on the Chicken Chad show, but that was about his content, which is completely unrelated to today's tale.
Unrelated.
Shay, Twitter artist with plenty of connections in the YouTube community, namely among commentators and other teenage Twitter artists, as well as being Slazo's ex-girlfriend, and the entire commentary community. But predominantly, the Reddit crew, comprised of King Ani, a parent Turkish soft girl who is super nice and totally not faking her constant genial attitudes for e-fame, Blues Dank, British Trap.
I was brutal. I was mean. I was brutal. In fairness, I don't like that this whole soft. You guys know this. I don't like this soft thing. I'm more of a hard kind of guy. I call myself like a hard boy. You know, I do have a giant erection right now in my suit. It's kind of painful at the moment, but you know, it's just kind of just wasn't my thing. Wasn't my aesthetic. Wasn't my kind of thing. Still this day, it's not. ImAllexx is really. I mean, you look at ImAllexx today.
Reformed.
You look at the way ImAllexx looks today. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the guy's guilty just based off of the way he looks. I mean, like what? What even is this? Never mind what he's saying. Look at him. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this little guy. Look, he's drinking his drink. He's drinking his Grimace shake. Look at him. Look at this little goober. This guy is evil. This guy is evil. From day one, we knew. Look at the physiognomy check. Physiognomy check. Look at him. Look at that. What kind of thing is this? What kind of look, fit? You think you're a rapper? You think you're no. You're a little boy. Okay, you're a little boy. That's what you are. A boy who is and is little. That's what you are, frankly. Now, a fun fact is I was actually an ImAllexx fan early on. Go to the ImAllexx channel. I was in way on in the early days. Not these videos. You got to go to oldest. 8 years ago, 7 years ago. This is the era I was in on. Okay, and he was talking about the commentary that I care about. You're going to look like a bulldog when you get older. True. Have you thought about covering Nick Fuentes and Milo? I'm shocked there are no real comprehensive vids on them. You never know. You never know. Might do it, may not. But this is when I was watching him. Eventually, he became cringe. I became an ImAllexx hater of the content, at least, right? But the content being bad is not even close to this situation. Not even close. Not even close to the situation where a young man's life was almost destroyed.
Cyberbully and terrible content creator, the Mimi Man himself, and Weast, uncivilized internet ape and cultural
I called him an ape?
degenerate. There are plenty of small...
But I call him a cultural degenerate. Why is he a cultural degenerate, Tom? I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember why I called him that. I do like calling people apes. I feel like that's cool, but... Uncivil ape, we call him. Now, to my knowledge, Weast is no longer fat. I think I've seen pictures of him being not fat, so... Serious round of applause in chat to Weast for not being fat. It's bad to be fat. It's good to not be fat, so congratulations to him. I'm proud of him.
Her constant genial attitudes for e-fame. Blues Dank, British Trap, reformed cyberbully.
I called him a trap. I just called him trans. Bruh. Reformed cyberbully. What is even the context of this? Are you trying to be funny? Because I'm not finding it funny at all. Please, can you stop and leave me alone? I'm not trying. I'm succeeding. How's rehab? I genuinely have no idea what the context of this DM was at all.
Bully and terrible content creator, the Mimi Man himself, and Weast, uncivilized internet ape and cultural degenerate. There are plenty of smaller players involved, but those are the big unbased men in the house today. And of course, there's me and my associates.
Oh no.
MC, Slacker TV.
Oh no.
And Turkey Tom J. Aubrey. Now that we've met our contestants, let's set the stage.
Let's set the stage. We've got a bit of a game show here. Dapper Yapper Tom here to address the allegations. I did get dressed up.
On June 10th, Shay posted a tweet reading,
"Why I haven't been posting and what's been going on."
The post detailed how she had been, in her eyes, by Slazo, or Michael as we can also call him, during a relationship that they had which had begun in 2016 and ended in 2017. While the entire thing could be read in full, we'll just give you the highlights.
I had recently been hearing some comments from mutuals and friends that Slazo had been acting strange and had made some people uncomfortable, and I needed to speak out. I have been silent about this. For almost 3 years now, after a lot of consideration and talking to my closest friends along with considering police involvement, I have decided to come out. During our time together, Michael was incredibly demanding of sexual favors and would often guilt or force me into situations to which I was not comfortable. We lived 3 hours away from each other by train, so most of the time it was our only contact. I had expressed to Michael that I would rather wait until I was 16 to have sex, which in the end never happened. Michael, on our first date, touched me in a cinema despite me never kissing someone before. I'd assumed this was normal, although I was uncomfortable by it and let it happen. Our second date was much of the same, him asking me for a blowjob and trying to undo my bra in a public park.
Wow. Asking for a blowjob. Public park. Serious stuff here. Thank you, Carter Pitt, for the 5.
Again, I was uncomfortable. There were many times that I would say no or even cry, and I was never taken seriously.
Can you please say Panthers in Game 5? Panthers in Game 5!
Hands to touch himself while I cried, or touched me. Michael controlled almost every aspect of my life, and I was reduced to thinking I was nothing more than a object. This was my first relationship, and my first example of what I was to believe a relationship to be. I lost a lot of my friends, opportunities, and time because of what happened, and I don't want this to happen to someone else.
And at the end of the tweet longer, there's an imager link with plenty of screenshots to back up her statements. The tweet longer, combined with the screenshots, spread like wildfire. Likes were in abundance. Plenty of...
Oh, wait. That was a fire DM.
Combined with the screenshots, spread like wildfire.
Baby, when I get back, it's time, he says. He says it's time. It's time. Slazo was facing some serious gorilla mode allegations, I would say. Serious gorilla mode allegations. Now, this was framed as a very real DM in which he was going to rip her. Inky S for 5 says, when are we going to watch the Andy Ditch documentary? Who's Andy Ditch? Also, now a big fan of ImAllexx after his base Discord call. Exactly. Christopher says, I don't know how or why YouTube brought me to your channel, but 3 live streams and 10 videos later, and here we are. Always a fun time. Well, thank you very much, brother. Thank you for the 20. I appreciate it.
Likes were in abundance, plenty of people retweeted it, and seemingly every little boy and girl under the sun came out in support of Che.
Every little boy and girl.
And to condemn Michael, of course. Hundreds of YouTubers came out publicly against him. Too many to count, honestly. They were very open about their distaste for Slazo. Then came the videos, of course, with flashy thumbnails, and oh my, was there a lot of them.
Here he's starting to paint a picture that
Jake Baz. Jake Baz in the flesh. Lowboy for 5 says, glad Alex's long overdue downfall is here. Generally, I wouldn't celebrate someone's career potentially ending, but he has dodged this for too long. Yeah, I mean, listen, I mean, the thing is, I don't want to... The problem here is, like, I don't like ImAllexx, but I'm not, like, glad that his career is dying because he made these false allegations, especially considering these are years old, all of these, as far as I know. It's kind of funny that it's happening to him now, and they don't seem that false, but, you know, I could be wrong. The girl could be full of shit. Who knows, right? I'm not there yet, but we'll get to that in a little bit. That being said, if he genuinely did that, like, what the f***? His career probably should be over. His career probably should be done, in my opinion. Hey, Thomas, you like My Chemical Romance? Of course I do.
that he is a destructive person in this relationship. Very manipulative.
So on this screenshot right here, Slazo says, alright, I'm sorry, I want sex more than you can provide it. And then you go down below and he also says, it's fine, it's just like, I want sex so much all the time.
Now, not that I would ever have sex, but if I did, I certainly would do it a lot. If I had a girlfriend, what is even the point? You're supposed to talk to her? Me. Gay? What do you talk to girls? What do you, brother? Put it in the. Slazo, great guy. Came home one day, said it's time. Good guy though, magnificent guy. Time, he said. Good guy though. Maybe it was. I looked at the clock. I looked at my clock. It's time. I looked at this clock. It said, time to go gorilla mode. That's what the clock said, not my fault. It is what it is, you know. Good guy.
Posts now deleted, but don't worry, we downloaded them.
Slazo has admitted to what he has done, ladies and gentlemen. This is no longer a situation
He admitted it. He admitted it.
that you can say that the screenshots are fake.
Behind the scenes, me and the rest of my proletariat compatriots were hard at work, archiving, downloading,
Proletariat compatriots. Jesus Christ. I'm spending too much time on poll.
screenshotting. Rest assured, we and the rest of the YouTube community congregating on Twitter got him. Right from the start, this all seemed
What was that? What was that?
creating on Twitter got him.
So this is the Dirties, and this looks like a Wehrmacht battalion or something. Bruh. Krabby Poster 5, as a British person, I disavow my Britishness. Didn't want to be associated with these guerrilla goons. JH for 5 says, no need for women when you're based and edge-maxing your way to Sigmahood. You're right. When you're right, you're right.
Right from the start, this all seemed rather dodgy for a number of reasons. The first being vagueness. Most of these statements are rather vague, and most lack proof. The few specific instances that she does mention tend to have a few screenshots that could be loosely interpreted as having to do with what she's talking about, but a few of them have also been deliberately cropped, or context has been removed. And so, my revolutionaries and I lied dormant, in wait of more news. We watched Michael be cast out into the abyss by his friends and
Here you have ImAllexx saying, I don't think the idea of that is far-fetched, honestly. All I've seen is him admit to what was put in the screenshots. Sorry, this is being dragged out, Che. Wow. That's all he's seen. That's literally all that he's seen. ImAllexx was fully on board with the Slazo cancellation train. He said, F him! He's a gorilla! He's a goddamn Australian gorilla! We're getting rid of him! No more. Thank you, Jake, for the 2 who says you're straight up laughing at your own jokes. Well, I am the funniest man in the world.
associates, and most importantly, his fans, calling him plenty of disgusting names that you probably wouldn't want to assign to anyone. In the middle of this controversy, Keemstar reached out to Slazo for his thoughts on the subject. His response was rather vague, but in sum, he said that the situation had been resolved months before, Che had expressed interest in getting back together, and there were things in her statement which were false, but he didn't want to rush to the topic. Rather, he chose to lie and wait to do it right. I tipped.
So realistically, behind the scenes, I was watching this go down publicly. I wasn't commenting on it, but I was watching it, and I was like, I remember at the time being very sketched out by these allegations. Once again, a lot of the statements were very vague. The screenshots looked out of context. Like, I've definitely sent DMs to girls to the effect of, it's time. But it wasn't like I'm going to them. It's a joke. It's a joke, okay? Because you're having consensual sex. So, at that time, I hadn't had sex at that point. But, from my perspective at the time, I was like, this could all be out of context. Was this nail painting Tom era? No, this is before that. Nail painting era was in the middle. That was undoubtedly in the middle.
My fedora.
Michael contacted me on May 27th prior to Jumbo Alert after learning that I was going to come forward with my experience with him. He did not deny the claims as shown in the attached screenshot. The screenshots and his response show that he has apologized to me multiple times and believed that me posting my experience would have no positive outcome for anyone. Nothing can justify what he did as it still happened to me and he can't ever take it back. He says that things were lied or taken out of context, but never denies his actions and instead reiterates that he's apologized to me.
Screenshots of a conversation were linked.
Here you have the screenshots. He says, this is what they sent me. Do you know anything about it? They say, yeah. He said, I don't know why it has to be public. This says, hey, girlie, so the news is going to break soon, but yeah, Slazo is a major and dated a 14-year-old when he was 17 a while back, so yeah, I'm not sure who's going to be the one to make the tweet, but yeah, I understand. Also, yes, I am certain. This person says, oh no, are you shit. So it seems here there were some allegations that were going to come out. He had a little bit of a heads up ahead of time.
To the end of this, where Slazo expresses that he doesn't feel that any of the information needs to be made public. Big surprise. Here, people continue to support Che, and all is well for her. The Reddit crew continued to clown on him, saying that they were planning to make a joke to clown on him.
Y'all think Slazo's going to come back? I'm literally editing a video, and I was contemplating keeping a joke, roasting him in or not. I flick over to Twitter to see this, so I might just f around and leave it in. What do you say to that at Hoover? So these guys, basically, they were dancing on Slazo's grave. They were like, it's done. It's over for him. His life is destroyed. This guy's life is going in the gutter. He's a as far as they were concerned.
Him in a video, and that innocent people don't stay silent.
Remember this? This was a crazy. I hated this one when I saw it from King Ani. I don't think she's ever commented on this publicly since then, by the way. Innocent people don't stay quiet for this long with the clown emoji. Glow in the dark with the clown emojis as well.
For this long. The next day, Slazo released his response.
But I do.
And this response was so good because I feel like this became the template for the YouTube video response. like for the allegations response, because it was so good. It was dead to rights. It had all the screenshots. It was straightforward. Even like the lighting he uses and everything, I feel like it was just like pasted over to everybody who faced allegations past that point. Like he did the best job of responding that anyone had seen at that time in a YouTube video. It was excellent.
You have plenty of evidence from very early on in the relationship where she clearly made no intention to wait until 16. Now, this confused me when I read it at first because it's not really how it happened. In fact,
you look so spiffy. Happy Father's Day. Our son wants you to call. Please answer.
She was actually the one who brought up the entire idea of doing anything in the cinema.
This video detailed how Che had lied about many of the things in her twit longer.
This isn't the impression that I was under. I was under the impression from these screenshots here that she's had at least 2 boyfriends and 1 girlfriend before we ever met.
The large amount of statements made in Che's twit longer contradicted screenshots that were provided in Slazo's response. And unless you want to believe that they're all fake, which I highly doubt, then it's safe to say that Che lied about a large amount of what she said in her twit longer. This doesn't admonish Slazo of everything. He was obviously a bad boyfriend, and I don't doubt that at all, as Michael himself said it. And Che obviously does feel a lot of real pain about her relationship, but that doesn't make him evil or a bad person. It's no surprise that a 16-year-old's first relationship didn't go that well. And that
exactly, and this was always the thing for this, right? It was like, it wasn't kind of a shitty relationship. He was a shitty dude in the relationship. I think at one point, something happened involving him wanting her to get off of like SSR Rise because it made her less horny. And that's not a nice thing to do. But he wasn't a horrible person in this relationship. He was just a bad boyfriend, which happens to everyone, okay? Generally. At one point in your life, you're going to be in a relationship where either you are the bad boyfriend or she's the bad girlfriend, or both maybe. You never know. So I just saw it as completely to even make this a public issue from everything that we had at the time. And as Slazo went on to show, basically everything she said in her statement, her document was Willie McDuff for 10 says, I, for one, will be proud to carry Tom's Bulgarian grape baby. Well, thank you very much, brother.
There are a number of issues in it. It's a real shame that it didn't go well, but it's also clear that none of this ever needed to be publicized at all. And all of these issues had been worked out privately before Che decided to come forward with all the information, which obviously begs the question.
In this whole thing is... Why would she lie?
Why would Che release this information publicly about Slazo and say all these things that were blatantly untrue? Some would say for clout or e-fame, but there's really not much to gain from the situation. Even if Michael had genuinely done all of what she accused him of doing, she likely would only be momentarily relevant and then go back to enjoying the same audience that she had previously entertained on Twitter. So let's analyze this a bit. At the beginning of the twit longer, Che states that
I had recently been hearing some comments from mutuals and friends that Slazo had been acting strange and had made some people uncomfortable.
The key part here is that Che had been told by people.
Has Mimulus said anything? He has, actually.
She was familiar with that he had been acting strange and making others feel uncomfortable.
And I needed to speak out.
She also states in the last line of the twit longer that she didn't want what happened to her to happen to other people. And while the meaning of this is somewhat muddied now that we know a lot of it was a straight up lie, we can infer that she meant that Slazo had the potential to take advantage of people or something along those lines. Back in the hacker room, me and the boys were hard at work trying to work out people's motivations for this and connecting all the screenshots together. And by reaching out to a few other members of the community, we managed to gather a large amount of evidence that painted a pretty accurate picture. First of all, I actually messaged someone on Twitter I know who knows a few of the main players involved in regards to the situation, hoping to get more info about it. They provided this screenshot, and through messaging a few other people.
I don't actually remember who I messaged here. I think this is me in a call with InAbber. Here you have Hyojin, Quite, and ImAllexx in a group chat. Hyojin says, with events coming up, I want to make sure no one else associates with him. Quite says, yep. Che, do you have that version of the post you said you were going to send? Hyojin says, Denise has a new boyfriend, guys. What if it's Slazo? That'd be funny, won't it? And ImAllexx says, pretty sure it's an IRL. She's gone the direction of sanity. And ImAllexx, now, the last one. The Infinity Stones are being collected, okay? His shit is over. His career is over. How crazy is that? How crazy is that?
When speaking to InAbber, I learned that this chat was essentially dedicated to Che, and people had been adding and removing various members of the community in the interest of spreading word around and informing them as to what was going on. I also learned that Che and Hyojin are best friends, which probably should have been obvious from the various tweets that Hyojin made that were some of the absolute worst offenses of anything that I have ever seen. A word of advice, Hyojin, I'd go back to begging for money for makeup instead of talking about anything remotely serious.
Destroyed.
I don't think you're very capable of it. It's interesting that no one else has come out out in the heat of the situation to explain that Slazo has been acting weird, as this would be the time to provide evidence and explain their sides of the story, if they were worried that Slazo had been trying to use them for some kind of gratification. But at this point, it's unlikely that these people actually exist, and more accurately, they were probably entirely fabricated as a means to smear Slazo and give Che motivation to speak out on this topic. Sure, it could have been King Ani or Blues Dank, and I'm willing to bet that they supported her and wanted her to get the word out, but I think Hyojin probably played a larger role. Multiple people have told me that she's a pretty vindictive and toxic person behind the scenes, and according to this screenshot, she was planning to ruin him and make sure that no one associated with him and get the entire community on board with backstabbing him before anything was even made public.
It's crazy how this video is looking back, because I probably wouldn't do a video like this anymore, where I'm actually directly reaching out to sources and getting involved to gather stuff, right? That's like a very unlikely thing for me to do now. Generally, I like to have a hands-off approach. I watch it from afar. I make my video. I don't want to get involved in these situations, right? I just don't want to. But back in the day, I'm a Discord guy. I'm messaging this guy. I'm getting the story. I'm putting it together. I'm making the defense. Very different approach.
Public, likely to try and make sure the story was straight across the board and that everyone was in line. After all, one crack in your narrative and it all falls apart. Which brings us back to the Reddit crew, Neanderthal and Avian. We have multiple examples of tweets from people like King Ani, and now deleted tweets from Dolan Dark himself explaining that this situation had been going on behind the scenes for an extended period of time, and that both of them had helped Che lie about something and come out that she experienced while in a relationship with him. People like Dolan Dark, who publicly shamed him and supported the narrative that he was an abuser, and then when pressed on the issue, he said that she wouldn't lie because he knows her personally. This is the level we're on. That just because you feel that someone wouldn't act a certain way, that they don't. You're in denial. They're all in denial. You pathetic idiot.
Owned, pathetic idiot. But at the time, I think this was a lot of the problem, and once again, for anybody who like walks it back and like owns up to it, I don't want to hold it against them. And the reason why is because Slazo is okay now. He figured out the situation. If he wants to be mad at them, that's whatever. But there's that. And then the other part of it is also like, I think they genuinely thought they were doing the right thing. I don't think they thought they had bad intentions. Now, obviously, in the end, what they did was wrong. But I don't think they thought that they were bad people. They didn't think they were falsely accusing someone. They thought it was all the truth. And it's because they knew Che. And they were like, she couldn't lie. How could she lie? Right? So it was basically all these factors compounding that led them to make a false allegation, but it wasn't a knowingly false allegation, right?
I don't want to believe that Shay is
hard to disagree for Hyojin. Well, did Hyojin ever walk back her involvement in this? Did she? I don't even know.
Just an outright liar. Maybe Shay intentionally left out some stuff to demonize him more.
Well, Weast, my man, I'm sorry to say that. Just because you don't want to believe that she lied doesn't mean that she didn't lie. ImAllexx, being the slippery he is, actually acknowledged Michael's response publicly. He says that he wants to make it brief, but then spends 2 minutes saying basically nothing.
Michael's video has come out where he's debunked some of the things that were put in there.
Here, he also brushes over the fact that she lied as if it's a minor detail. How could you possibly side with someone who damaged a man's reputation and literally slandered him over a relationship that he had when he was 16 years old?
I don't think he's innocent at all. Che may not also be innocent and may have hid stuff and used jokes to try and maybe push a certain agenda. But at the same time, the stuff that Michael admitted,
like, this is the thing, he's justifying the lying, right? And in my mind that shows a lack of ethics, a lack of wanting to do the right thing. A lack of wanting to tell the truth, because all he was concerned with was, well, you know, maybe she lied, maybe she twisted the truth a little bit, maybe a bunch of it was out of context, but like, you know, I'm a friend, I believe her, and you know, he was a bad boyfriend, right? I wouldn't want to be around someone like this.
Too, it's stuff that makes me not want to be friends with somebody who is capable of doing those things, even the things
capable of doing those things
he admitted to.
Stop saying she's a 14-year-old. He was 16. There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know why I have to make this clear, but I don't want to be friends with someone who admits to being controlling of a 14-year-old. But yeah, he was 16 years old dating her, right? So it's like, it's not like he's a file. A 16-year-old dating a 14-year-old does not make him a file. Look, like, the kind of language being used here is insane. It is absolutely insane. TLDR, I never accused Michael of anything, but what he's admitted to personally makes me uncomfortable, and I don't want to be around anyone like that. That didn't age that well. That didn't age particularly well, did it? It didn't age very well. He's saying, I don't want to be around someone like that. And now the shit that we're getting from ImAllexx is crazy. Just for a little sneak peek, okay? Because I'm not going to pop my load too early here. But here he says he's not comfortable being around someone who does the kind of things that Slazo does. Well, let's see what ImAllexx says on video call. Now, this could be out of context. There could be something missing here, I guess, that could make this better. I think Alex is in a pretty tough position here with this clip. But just listen to this, bro.
So I'm a full mouth.
Is it generally because you're just brain dead?
Yeah, I'm very brain dead, yeah.
Is that why you decided to go on the offensive?
Nice fit, show profile. You want to see my nose?
Is it generally because you're just brain dead?
Yeah, I'm very brain dead, yeah.
Is that why you decided to go on the offensive instead of the maybe? Okay. I don't know what to call what you did. It was weird. It's always weird. You always take the weird route. Just do the normal route, which is just do the normal route, but a normal girlfriend.
You're acting like this is all just me, and that's something you really need to fix.
I'm gonna bash your head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut the fuck up. Because this one, genuinely, this one, you this royally this.
Wow, wow. That's some crazy riz. Extremely base in my mind. Kind of a gorilla type thing. I mean, that is gorilla mode. You guys want to talk about gorilla mode? George Not Found could never compare to ImAllexx, the actual gorilla god in my mind. I mean, this guy's cool. He's a good guy. I think he has swag. I mean, he does. I mean, look at him.
It's something you really
Why does he do this? Why does he do the...
really need to fix.
I'm gonna bash your head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut the...
Wow. High T male. He's a high T male, ladies and gentlemen. Extremely high T male over here. So just keep that in mind as we progress throughout this video, okay? We're halfway through the original allegations.
Idiot. And to make one thing clear, staying silent for an extended period of time or not immediately denying something does not make you guilty of it.
And this is something nobody would even say now, right? This idea that if you're quiet, you're guilty. Because the best way to respond is to wait until all the information is out and then collect your thoughts and then post your response, right? There's this great quote from Destiny. He says, nobody ever wished he responded sooner. Right? Nobody ever wished they got their response to the allegations out sooner because it's probably going to be worse than if you waited a little bit.
Stop pushing this narrative. By the same logic, you could say that Shay was a liar because she stayed silent for so long. But of course, that would be disgusting and unreasonable for you to say. Tragic. You were also quick to condemn him. Why defend her when we knew that she not only embellished but lied? Literally lied to everyone, and some of it could be true for all we know, but that doesn't really matter. How are we to trust anything she says when she lied and there's proof of it publicly? And barely anyone has apologized on the inside either. In fact, almost no one that was involved in the situation has apologized at all for casting out their friend. Quite kinda apologized, I guess, but, you know, he hasn't really picked a side yet. Furthermore,
and he did later apologize, in fairness, in Quite's most recent video about his own allegations. He apologized. He said he f***ed up, and I think... Once again, I don't think you should hold anything against him or a lot of these people, honestly, for the stuff that happened back then because, you know, they were kids, right? They were. And from that perspective, I don't think that we should hold it against them forever. Now, with Alex, there's a longer history of it. And as far as I know, did he ever walk this entire thing back? I almost vaguely remember some apology, but I don't really think he did. But, regardless, I don't want to hold even this against ImAllexx that hard. He did f*** up. He wasn't, but I don't want to hold it against him that hard because it's not really related to what's going on right now. And what's going on right now is way more pressing. But I think the history is important. Anti-Monkey for 10 says, bro was miming choking her. That's what the hand thing was. Was it? This thing? I guess it was. Gorilla mode.
Shay is not helping anyone here. She's not helping Slazo by damaging his reputation and accusing him of something that will literally follow him for the rest of his life. She's not helping herself by lying about it to make herself look like more of a victim and Michael look like more of a monster. And she's not helping other actual victims who don't lie about their situation. Just a few months ago, we saw James Charles be accused of something similar, and basically the same situation happened, save for one variable. He was accused of being a disgusting manipulator and using his power for his own gratification. These allegations were then proven to be false, and then everyone who had called him him a disgusting manipulator, had to apologize for being dumb. I think a lot of YouTubers should take a long look at that Tati video and take a long hard look at themselves and the way that they treat their apparent friends. Rich, coming from the guy who backstabbed his friend as soon as things started looking bad for him instead of just messaging him. You loser.
Now, let's discuss Che for a bit.
All right, so I think you get the idea behind this. There was a part 2, but this is the whole original allegation, okay? There's also the Zaptai situation. You can look into that yourself if you want. I'm not going to go through all of it again. I mean, there's so much there, right, with the history. But bottom line is, ImAllexx has a history of false allegations. He can be criticized for it. He can be shit on for it. I don't think that you should hold it against him forever, but undoubtedly he is a up guy. He's a up guy, right? He has a history of this. And so now a lot of people are coming out of the woodwork to cheer on the fact that he's being owned in the public eye. And why is that? Well, because some serious allegations have come out against ImAllexx, and it's way more serious than anything that any of his friends are ever accused of, I would say. Especially as far as the proof at hand, okay? The proof at hand. Lowboy for 5 says, if anyone ever makes a threat like that and genuinely acts out the motion like he did, avoid them at all costs. That is schizo behavior. It is insane. Reno Miles for 2 says, does Wallix have an AI mouth? I don't even know what that means, but maybe. You never know. All right, so the other day on stream, we covered the beginning of the ImAllexx allegations, and here it is, okay? So this video has 11,000 views from Samuel, a guy who I've talked to a little bit. We had him on stream, and he made this video about the initial allegations, and it was kind of a situation where there were little inklings here and there. The girl involved, Alice Hez, was like, yeah, this happened, this happened, but she wasn't naming ImAllexx, really. She wasn't really coming for him publicly that much. She wasn't going in depth on the allegations. So it was a situation where we didn't really know where to proceed, right? Because there wasn't even a lot of details. There weren't even enough details to really make a full video. Nick was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. Now, I had been told behind the scenes by some people that some allegations were going to come out against ImAllexx. I honestly was like, whatever. I'm going to need proof. I don't necessarily believe it. Because genuinely, I don't like the way ImAllexx looks. But this drama was so long ago, the Slazo stuff anyway, the Zaptai stuff, like, I don't really hold a grudge. I kind of forgot about ImAllexx, apart from I'd make a funny joke about him once in a while, right? Like, there's that article where he says he got beat up for being dressed as a woman. Not that it's good to get beat up, to be clear. I just thought it was a funny picture. It was, like, ridiculous. But there were inklings for a while. Now, part of the inklings that I was getting was there were these TikToks going around, okay? There were these weird TikToks going around. Will this stream be staying up? We'll see. There were these TikToks going around that were talking about ImAllexx and this girl, Alice Hez. You can see this girl's posting a story. It says, when it's so bad you don't get jealous of the next girl, you just want to save her. And this caption says, what did ImAllexx do? Ivy says, my experience is they never want to get saved. They have to find out on their own. Alice says, hopefully they know how to check Claire's Law. Now, what is Claire's Law, you may ask? Claire's Law. Claire'sLaw.com. Claire's Law, also known as the Domestic Violence Disclosure DVDS, is a police policy giving people the right to know if their current or ex-partner has any previous history of violence or... This scheme is named after Claire Wood, who was murdered by her abusive ex-boyfriend in 2009. It was formally rolled out in England and Wales in 2014, following the landmark campaign led by Claire's father, Michael Brown. So she's kind of alluding here to being in some kind, right? To being physically in some way, domestic, something going on. We didn't know what, but there's little, drops of lore being put here and there. So there you go. There's that TikTok. People were speculating a lot about it. Some people didn't even think it had anything to do with him. This guy says, who says it has anything to do with him? This person says, if Alex has no haters, I'm dead. Grace says, I actually love Alice so much, and it kind of breaks me to know what she's been through. And these are all from, like, weeks ago. These are from weeks ago, bro. So the question is, like, what the f is going on? What the f is going on here? Well, we finally got the statement from Alice Hez, this girl. This is her account. She says, here's my statement on the situation I've been scared to speak on. It's best it was made public how horrible this person with a platform is. I'd hate to see another woman go through this. Please read the statement before continuing. Now, before we get into this, I do want to say this is all allegations. Obviously, I don't like ImAllexx. I think there are people in the audience who are primed to hate this guy and shit on him, and even believe the allegations just for the sake of, you know, he falsely accused other people, so he deserves it. I don't really ascribe to that. I get the funniness. I get the sort of, you know, deja vu, told you so type meme, right? I get it. But at the same time, I would rather just analyze the allegations as much as we can based on what we have here, okay? Take all of the other stuff out. Take all the other stuff out. Just use what we have in context to talk about, okay? Willie McDuff for 10 says most British people are secretly nonces in it. Thank you for the 10. At least we don't have school shootings. And we have a big statement, chat. We have a lot. We have a lot. We've got videos. We've got screenshots. Now, these screenshots here, these three, these are not in the folder initially. I added these to my own version of it. But these are being leaked at some point on TikTok. These pretty crazy DMs. Alex here says, you're such a loser, you slag, you weird freak, you psychotic little. You are the actual worst. I despise you. You're a freak. He says, kill yourself. He says, you're a psychotic madwoman. You delusional. I forget you're a mentally ill freak. You did this. You just make it up. Go away, psycho, he says. I actually hate you. You sad little. You look like a horrible, ugly. Maybe don't be a dumb. I actually hate you. You stuck up. Now, when I saw these, I was like, well, I mean, this is very mean. The worst thing is him. There was one, he said he would like hurt her, right? What did he say? I'm going to kill you. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But even at this point, I was like, you know what? Benefit of the doubt. Maybe they both are this way. Maybe there's that going, you know, back and forth, you know, it takes two to tango type thing. Maybe they're both insane. Maybe he just said these things and he didn't actually hit her or something, right? That was kind of what I was thinking. I was very perplexed, and I wanted to wait. And we're still waiting. We're still going to do the right thing. But now we have the statement. We have the files. We have everything. So I think what we're going to do first, chat, is we're going to go through these clips, and then we're going to get to the document. So the clips are going to be out of context. We're not going to know what they mean until we read the document. We're going to go through these clips. Then we're going to read this, and we'll try to come to a conclusion. Okay? So here we've got this one.
Thing about you, and this is the thing, and this is why I go round and round in circles. I join call, and when I'm getting, you're talking to me, going, this is the thing, even though now, when it's too late, you admit that you did everything wrong, but when it actually matters, when you should lay down like a good dog, you don't do it, you fight for some reason. I don't know why you fight, because you're losing, because you end up admitting that you f***ed it all up anyway, so it's just weird, and I know that you're going to end up admitting that you f***ed it all up, which is
good dog, he says. Be a good dog. Talking like me. Bro's talking like me. If you know, you know. We've got, this is the bash your head in.
Sorry first.
So I'm a mouth.
Is it generally because you're just brain dead?
Yeah, I'm very brain dead, yeah.
Is that why you decided to go on the offensive instead of the maybe?
Offensive.
Okay. I don't know what to call what you did. It was
the
weird.
Music in the background's a little crazy. I agree.
It's always weird. You always take the weird route. Just do the normal route, which is just do the normal route.
I mean, I like it. I like the music. I just feel like I probably shouldn't be here.
But a normal girlfriend.
You're
would do
acting
and
like
go,
this is all just me, and that's something you really need to fucking fix.
I'm gonna bash your head against the wall with a brick if you don't.
With a brick.
Shut up. Because
I mean, explicitly threatening physical violence. That's pretty nuts. Chat, that's pretty nuts. We've got this one. That's why I'm pro and you're all not.
Judgmental is. I think I may have said like 100 times to the point where it's actually really hard to follow what I'm saying because it's so flexible. I've gone, you could do this, but you might be able to do that, but you might be able to do that, and you might be able to do this, and this might work, but you might be able to do that. And it sounds mental. I don't even understand how you could possibly actually follow along to it. Like most of my friends struggle to actually understand what I'm saying. But that's why I'm a professional and you're all not. Because and then when you go, I don't like this, it's a
That's why I'm a professional and you're all not, he says. That's why I'm a professional and you're all not. So he's got a very big ego from what we can see here. He thinks very highly of himself, I would say. Bit of a narcissist, probably. But we've got a whole document to go over. There could be more. There could be more in here, chat. We don't know. We've got this one, Won't Leave Me Alone, which is a screen recording. He says, alive, please unblock me. I'm crying so much. This is awful. Can I say goodbye? You mean so much to me. I have to say goodbye. I can't imagine not saying goodbye. I didn't like you, Elf, because I thought we'd fix it, and now I won't even have a chance. I didn't as a voice note. If we can't even, I mean, he's just going through it here. Jesus Christ. He's seriously going through it. Having a rough time, chat. Having a very rough time.
Like,
your
massive
life might be down the drain.
Issues there. And you think you can just ignore them because, like, well, what's the worst that can happen? I don't know. Your boyfriend's a famous internet celebrity and doesn't trust these people because he has to keep his circle small. Because you might not have anything to lose, because your life might be down the drain, but I still have quite a lot that I would like to give. You're making it incredibly hard for me. Just like Lewis did.
Yeah.
I hate all of you. You guys are like I can't make any videos of Paul Breach.
Wow. Wow. I'm an internet celebrity, ladies and gentlemen. He seems to think very highly of himself. Very, very highly of himself. He seems to really, really like being ImAllexx. And he's basically just like, I'm a famous internet celebrity. Like, you make commentary videos. Chill the out. You know? You talk about other people online. Get your head out of your ass. Who the do you think you are? Seriously. You're a cornball. Look at your face. Seriously. Like, this guy's a... Anyway, chat. Moving on. We've got a big document here. It's 80 pages long. 82. 4,000 words. This is basically a Turkey Tom script right here. We've got a lot to go over. So we're in it for the long haul. Get your milk. Get your Zins, your upper deckies, okay? Unbutton your shirts, okay? I'm sweating like a pig over here. We've got a lot to go over. We've got a lot. All right. Trigger warning. This is a sensitive subject for me as I've struggled to figure out how to put it into words. I've been threatened by Alex to not come out with anything at all and keep quiet, or he will create a contradicting story to discredit my own, but I'm not scared anymore. No matter what is said in response to the statement, I know I've said my piece and can move on with my life. I made this document as a compilation of my experiences whilst being with Alex and have put screenshots of these accounts under the corresponding paragraphs. This will be a long one as I want to start from the beginning so you can understand the full story and heavy burden this has been on me. We had known of each other for years before we interacted, and we're seeing each other for a few months before anything was official. We started officially dating on March 17th, 2023, giving each other 100% of our attention, time, and effort with no arguments. After that, time passed and small things became huge issues, which were over Discord at first. Alex felt that because I'm home all day and work from home that I'd be able to call 24/7 and completely shut out any other social interactions I had with my friends. To avoid that, I invited him into my groups and stopped working as much. These small arguments worsened to the point where he would turn on his camera and start shouting at me on call. He's gone as far as to tell me to self-harm at this point after I told him about my history prior. This would be accompanied with multiple horrible messages calling me a bitch and slimy. He would also tell me that I caused arguments as an excuse for me to leave him, saying, I don't know how I ended up with someone like you. Got a DM to read here, chat. You can see that Alex says, now or no? She says, I'm with everyone, but I can leave. He says, don't worry, I'll just go to bed. She says, okay. He says, lol, what a day. Guess everyone has got something better to do. Nobody wants me around. It's class. I love this. I love it. She says, well, really? She says, after asking for a break, he says, join. She says, go on it now. He says, join. She says, child. She calls him a child. He says, join. 4 rock out emojis. And then also join. Here we have, you can't give me 10 minutes to calm down and then talk. Alex says, am I a mind reader? You hung up on me before I could say anything. You ha ha ha. You knew. She says, stop calling me shit, Alex. He says, how much that'd piss me off? Cry? I don't care. She says, I am. He says, for why? She says, because I'm in a state. He said, okay, well, forget it all then. She said, I did all I could. No, you literally said. He says, is this the best offer? Is this the best you had to offer? She says, I don't know how I ended up with someone like you. He says, then I guess that's literally it then. Considering where I am right now, but you can't do that. Considering where I am right now, right? Now, what's crazy about this is I thought Alex was like a PC YouTuber now. I don't think he said the word anymore. I thought he was like over that. I thought that was like in the past for him. I thought he was like against, I don't know, the old iDubbbz or something. I feel like he was on this sort of like soft boy wave. Like, I mean, I could be wrong. I don't really watch ImAllexx content. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. I don't know if any of you guys actually watch his fucking videos. I find them really boring, but I look at him and I'm like, this guy's on kind of a Curtis Connor type wave. He would never say right. He would never say the N-word. I just saw it as an unlikely thing, and yet here he is. He's calling his girlfriend even. Based! Mr. Goat, Mr. Patriot. Ugh, Mr. Patriot. ImAllexx, true American patriot, calls people good guy, but women, I don't know, kind of weird, but don't worry about it. Good guy. She says, and I'm throwing fits. He said, idiot, talk. She says, yawn. He says, you text like a so call me. You say everything wrong in text. She says, I'll stop then. He says, because you're stupid, so call me. She says, nope, I'm not. He says, yes, so call me. Yes, you clearly are. She says, bye. He says, bye? You, weird idiot. You win. You. She says, understand I didn't call because you're insulting me. He says, you. She says, oi, please don't be silly over this. I'm just scared of annoying you. He says, yeah, all right. It's all good. Another time. She says, you sure? No, like once your work is done when you aren't stressed out. He says, I was fine with today. I'm nearly done. And you thought you could help with the HelloFresh stuff. But yeah, just do whatever. I said the other day, I wanted you to ask me to come over, etc. And if you don't want to today, let's not do it. Kind of opposite of what I wanted. So let's leave. I've got stuff to do. And says gamer words getting dropped. It seems that way, chat. It seems that way for sure. I said I want to once your work is done. I asked if I can enter. I'm going back to work now. Question mark, talk later. What the f? I literally asked you if I can after your work. He says, getting mixed signals here, just like. No. Well, I am. You can reread and see why. Here she highlights her text where she says, can I come over when you're done with all your work? He says, if you don't want to today, I'm not being silly. She says, no. And just because you said that, she said, I say I'm scared. Doesn't mean anything. To annoy you while you're working, question mark. You didn't listen the other day. I guess I told you I wanted to make you feel like I mattered a little more. Got another DM here. Jesus, there's so many texts, brother. There's so many texts. I can't do the accent for all of these. It's going to f me up. I'll try my best, all right? Sweaty shirtless stream? No way. No way. No. We're avoiding the shirtless allegations, chat. We're not doing that. So can I? Lol, literally the roundabout way of saying, can I not come over today, but putting it in my court. Please stop. Can I come over when you aren't working so we don't repeat yesterday? Doing this to me. How about? I don't want to piss you off. Don't come over at all. What the WTAF? That'd be easier, I think. I literally said I'm scared, okay? Nah, this has pissed me off, making it my choice, over something already arranged. Thank you, Grim King, for the 2. You asked me to ask more. I just didn't. That's a problem. Then trying to back me into a corner. No. Captain C for 10, the Canadian dollar bucks because you look fly in that shirt, homie. Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right. He says, call me. Funny man, I just said I don't understand you, and you said you hate me and goodbye. Have a good day, man. Stop talking over me. You're unbearable to talk to. I can't cope with it. You got what you wanted. See ya. I didn't. I wanted reassurance. Got an argument instead. Shut up. It's like a Smosh type thing. Shut up. Shut up. Please, off. I'm annoying for saying I still want to see you. Permanently. Oh my God. Shut the up. I said to forget this all and let me see you after you said you hate me. I hate you genuinely, like. Stop. You set this up. Alex, what the No, you didn't. WTAF. Oh, it's what the actual. What the actual freak flip. Flimsy. That. Why the are you being horrible? Then I tried cheering you up. You said I'm annoying. Chill out. Literally off. Okay, no. You annoying. I turned off my cam. Don't enjoy talking to you, innit? WTF, stop being horrible. Horrible? I'm being dead truthful. You can't stop insulting me. One good day, you go home. Ruin it. Good night, man. Calling your girlfriend man is kind of crazy. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I don't think I've ever called a girlfriend man. I could be wrong. I don't think I have. Not to my knowledge, anyway. After screaming at me in calls and disregarding everything I've ever said, he would explain how it is always my fault, that I should apologize, that I should fix it and fight for him after he's made it worse by completely dehumanizing and degrading me. I would get breakup threats because I interacted with my followers' tweets, which I would then apologize for after he made it very clear he was upset, but demands more from me. Is he jealous of her interacting with followers? What's the deal here? Why is he so mad at her? Did she cheat on him? Does he think she's going to cheat on him? Like, what? He seems very possessive. Very, very upset. This would be followed by him continuing to call me a bitch and threatening, I'm going to refollow everyone and unfollowed for you if you're going to be like that. Which, by the way, I found later on he was still interacting with many people he had old relations with and found him stalking his ex with her old nudes in his phone. Wow. Old nudes in the phone, chat. Old nudes in the phone. Popped him in the hidden folder there. Jesus. No, I don't really care if he cheated on her. If she cheated on him, it's not really my problem. The thing that I would be morally outraged at would be, domestic threats of domestic, that kind of thing, right? Obviously, it, helps paint a picture. She's telling the whole story here, but I don't particularly care if he cheated on her. It's not my problem. Your mic's a little too quiet, just to let you know. Yeah, I don't know what's up with it these days. I'll fix it next stream. We're going to have to deal with it for now. I don't want to, derail the whole thing. Anyway. I thought he said goon here. It says good. I thought it said goon. He says, good. I'm done with your stupid ass. It is so weird that you piss me off and you now mad. You now mad that you will for liking that tweet. No, I won't. That's not it. Ha 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 ha. I don't care about that. I apologize for that. I'm going to refollow all the people I unfollowed for you if you're going to be like that. And then it can be like that. Okay, you keep calling me shit. I'm done. Go follow them. Bye. How do you not understand I hate you? And even now, you're on purposely being so dense because you know I'm right. You're just going to be difficult on purpose because it's what you do. It's what you done. I don't know why you made everything hard. You literally just can't sit here and roll over on something so tiny. I did. I said I'm sorry. Wasn't that what got us here? Wow. Jesus Christ, chat. Jesus Christ. Now, he's a very angry guy in these DMs, which is a very big contrast from how you see Alex on this channel. Now, I would guess that there's kind of a strange situation going on here where I feel like him saying the word, saying the N-word, that alone is probably enough for his audience to abandon him and completely ditch him, right? That alone is enough for them to be gone. The just adds to it, right? Because from his audience's perspective, they're a very like PC kind of like almost T channel type of culture, right? So I think they would be willing to drop him just based on the edginess, right? Or him being mean to her. For my chat, for my kind of community, right? Obviously, we don't give a. I don't give a if he said the N-word. I think it's funny. The thing that I would care about is if he beat her, because that's another level. There's like saying the N-word, cool, funny, based, and then there's a girl, which is not cool or funny or based at all. It's up. Has Will or anyone come out and said anything? I think the only person that's commented on it publicly at this point was Memulous, which we'll get into later. Yeah. Anyway, he's kind of either way, right? Even if he has a good response, I think he might be. I don't know if he'll be able to save his channel. Pop is in for all the gooners in chat, bro. I just had 2 in, and I'm honestly, my stomach's feeling a little queasy, so I'm trying to pace myself. I'm waiting for Cabos to flame ImAllexx. He's definitely gonna flame him. Not that I blame him. I'm gonna link all the horrible messages that have been sent to me. They consist of him calling me unlovable, psycho, constantly calls me sick, tells me he doesn't want me to, tells me he doesn't want to be with me, breaks up with me, then takes me back. Then after all those arguments, he apologizes and love bombs me for forgiveness. So this is a very toxic relationship. This is a very, very toxic relationship. For context, in regards to me, I have depression. He made it severely worse when he would insult me and make me feel like he doesn't care or love me. I found it hard to stay happy every day dating someone who said these things so easily to me, feeling no remorse or guilt. He just flew past the days like nothing ever happened. This was immensely draining on my side. I don't know if this is just a me thing, so I've been scared to talk about this because I'm worried I won't be easily understood. People will question why I even stayed, and believe me, I wish I could turn back time, but I believe his lies when he apologized to me. And I really tried hard to believe he would stop going. Once again, I'm brain rot. I thought this said gooning. Stop going so far if I asked him to. I thought I was good enough for him to stop calling me a or tell me to or threaten to leave in every argument. Wow. Major wow moment, chat, if you ask me. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. It's pretty... It's parts of this relationship are more common than you would think as far as the toxicity stuff, and parts of it are like straight up psychotic. Parts of it are straight up insane. I mean, especially the stuff where he's like, I'm gonna the f out of you, you know? Like I saw someone on Twitter, because there's this impression on Twitter that I like to defend pedophiles. I've never defended a pedophile. There's this impression that I like to defend abusive people. I don't. I like to shit on false accusers, false allegations, right? But I don't want to defend someone who's that f***ed up. I mean, this guy, with what we've seen so far, I don't think you can defend ImAllexx, to be honest. Maybe he'll have a really good response and I'll be proven wrong. And ultimately, maybe she's just as f***ed up as he is. I don't really know. I don't know this girl. But even if that's the case, I don't think it would save him because he would still be a bad person, right? I don't think that his audience would forgive him at all. For me, I don't have a lot of personal investment. I just want to get through this shit, bro. We're at page 12 of 82. Here we have ImAllexx. Just checked her socials. Alex was punching so far up on that one. I mean, she's a very pretty girl, but I think there's this misnomer that chat has. Chat and people in general seem to think that you need to be an attractive man to date a beautiful woman, and that's not the case at all. And I wouldn't say Alex is like ugly. He has kind of an unswag appearance, but he's not an ugly person. He's very, I'd say like just average, normal British dude, right? But there's this incel idea that you can only date within your class, which is just completely. What started all the toxicity? Didn't get the start of it. I don't totally know. I mean, it seems like he's a very narcissistic, from her account anyway, he's a very narcissistic person. He's really obsessed with himself. Basically. He's very insecure. He's very upset. Here we have Alex saying, it was intentional. I wanted this to happen. All right, I got to redo. It was intentional. Ready? It was intentional. I wanted this to happen. The little bit about gluten was genius. Good night. You're a freak because even though you know I called you to buy you correct food. I assume he means, your correct food. He's very angry. Can't type right. You hung up on me. Talk about grateful. You got a weird way of showing it. I said thank you multiple times. But you can't get that through your thick skull. So why hang up on me? Wow. When I mistake your shitty attitude for being shitty. You're being so mean. For what? You have me like 2 seconds because you're a silly. I was sad. I'm going to sound sad. Talk about kicking down someone while they're down. But you keep talking over me. Now you're finding anything to be mad at. So you don't hear shit. Because you said it was my attitude. All right, Alice. And this was before I hung up. If this is what you want, I'm mad at you. It's what you want? You're making it. I don't like you. I hate you. WTF. Look at you go, giving me 50. I don't know what this means. One of the problems here, I think, is a lot of these DMs are like, I guess I just wish we had a full transcript of all their conversations. I guess she probably doesn't want to reveal that because there's a lot of personal info in there that she doesn't want out there. But like, I just want to know the full story here. Like, these are kind of out of context. Like, there's missing messages in between here. Like, why is he so mad? Why is he so angry? Is he just over completely shit? As a mixed dude, I give Tom the pass. Thank you, brother. Gus for 2 says, have you listened to the voicemail yet? I have not, but we'll get to that. You know, we can do it now. I think this is it, right?
Sorry, my phone cut off. It wasn't acceptable behavior, like in any way, shape, or form. It was insane. Like, I guess I've just been stuck in that cycle for so long that I felt like I could do no wrong. I felt like I was oh, look at me, I do all this work and I do everything and I try and do this and, just nobody's appreciative and, I know you appreciated it and I know that you appreciated the effort that I used to put in. And then I just stopped because I had you and you're my girlfriend and we lived together, and the more further we got through our relationship, the less effort I put in. And if it wasn't for you leaving, I might never, ever, ever have changed my ways. I might have just continued on like that. At the end of the day, the only thing that's important is that I didn't listen to you. You were right. It's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. I was impossible to work with. I didn't make it easy. I constantly thought inwards about myself and not about you and what was going on. I didn't make any attempts to change. I didn't make any attempts to fix my life. I made excuses. And it got to the point where I wanted to be alone, because if I was alone, nobody could tell me that I was up and I was doing anything wrong. And for the first week that you weren't here, I just spent the entire week doing nothing. And after that week, I realized just kind of like how up my life was, and I have made attempts to try and fix it. I have a schedule, I take out the bins, I look after the cats.
He's like patting himself on the back for taking out the trash and feeding his cats. Who cares?
I'm like a functioning person.
Yeah, you're doing the bare minimum, bro. GG. It goes on for 30 minutes. No. Oh my God, it's 24 minutes long, bro. We're listening to this after the document. That's long as. That's long as, brother. Who would have guessed the person who threw all his mates under the bus would be a shite person? Yeah, that is a good point. He did instantly drop all of his buddies. Maybe you could read that as projection, right? Okay. We've got another DM. It was in... Oh, I already read this one, actually. Let's see here. Oh, we read this one. I don't care. I'm not stupid. I do care. Yes, you are, mate. You're so horrible. You're dumb as f***. No call for you, then. Too stupid to pick up. You deserve it. I'm done with you. I don't actually care. I don't deserve it. I genuinely think I have completely fallen out of love with you because you simply just don't try. Thank you for the dono, brother. Big dono from Israel. Thank you, Nimrod. You can't even see I made progress while I'm in bad moods. I reassure you, I stop and say, thank you. You are so horrible. Wow, I tried so hard. Was going to say something on call. You didn't. But you keep hanging up. Leave me alone. Oh, she said the turkey top thing. She said the turkey top thing. Leave me alone. She said it. Leave me alone. I'll get my dad to pick up my things. I think you got what you wanted. You got what you wanted. Woman, you are crazy. You said to break up. You wanted it. I do. I don't want to be with you. You're too much work. I changed and tried. And you're stressing me out. My best. You hung up on me a day after this. When I say I changed, this is because Alex had a very big issue with me when I sounded sad. If I woke up upset after I explained to him that I'm depressed, I had to calmly approach him and watch my tone when I couldn't even get out of bed. I ended up hanging up if he reacts so badly and screams at me because I'm fed up with the of screaming and I'm tired. Team Gooner or Never Goon? Definitely Never Goon. Undoubtedly. Okay, here we have Alex saying, and you kept changing the goalposts for no reason. You was denying it. This is how you know they're British. Instead of you were, you was. Okay. Oi! Oi! Thank you for the dono. Oi! Thank you. Imagine. Sorry, I'm back up. Imagine I say I'm sad and I got this. Off, Alex. Off, I can't be asked. I literally conceded because it's pointless. But if that's not good enough for you, then off. And off. Then you and off, weird girl. You could have said sorry straight away. On God, I did. Question marks. You didn't. You denied it a lot. As soon as I realized you were being a freak. You didn't. Hello? I said sorry. Wow. To shut you up. I was literally asking you questions and you kept going silent. Like, I'm not stupid. Deal with the consequences of being a to everyone. What is that about? You're a moron, mate. Can stay blocked. Thanks, good night. As far as this this whole thing about being a to everyone, can you say oi crikey? Oi crikey! When I got told about these allegations behind the scenes, like prior to them coming out, I was told that Alex has like no YouTube friends left, basically. I was told he like used to live in the city, now he moved to like the country or something. Like he moved out into the middle of nowhere to get away from everyone for some reason. Because he used to be a part of this like British UK scene or whatever of like YouTubers that all hang out, like James Marriott, iNabber. And it's my understanding that I don't think he's friends with any of them anymore. I don't know if it's because of this or something else, if he's just with them, but he's kind of one of these guys that like he sifts through friend groups constantly, and none of it really lasts that long for some reason. Honestly, you look good in a dress shirt with a nice wash. Can we get a wash check? I don't know what this is exactly. It says Citizen Quartz on it. I don't know. When my uncle died of a heart attack, I was given this, so this is the only watch I've ever owned, as far as I know. As far as I can remember. So yeah, this is my swag now. This is my swag. All right, chat. He's not friends with iNabber because him and the others kicked iNabber out. Oh yeah, the E-Boys chat or whatever. What is that about? You're a moron, mate. Can stay blocked. Thanks, good night. Now you don't have to leave any calls. Off. Won't ever say I'm sad again. Won't have to. I'll be listening. I won't be listening. At all. I don't. Jesus, that burp smells like shit. Ugh. Ugh. Old mate texts like a 13-year-old? Yeah, he does text very weird, bro. He texts like in a very strange way. A very, very strange way, brother. I don't. That's right. I don't. You just see me as an enemy. Let's leave it there. I'm not a I don't know you. We barely know each other. Goodbye. Bye-bye. WTF happened to you? Have you got a mirror? Thumbs up. All I did was say I'm upset. I literally said, stop this. No, you should have listened and not shouted and denied the beginning. Keep me blocked. You said shitty things. I don't want to talk right now. I'm sorry. Give me space, please. You are single. Like, properly. I'm done. Damn. Broke up with ImAllexx. Life is over, dude. That's when you hit the wall. The peak of your life is past at this point, ladies and gentlemen. When you stop dating ImAllexx, you're nothing. When you're not dating ImAllexx anymore, you're nothing, brother. You're nothing. I mean, he's the greatest guy you'll ever meet in your entire life, bro. Look at him. He's 5'6", 110 pounds, soaking wet. Dresses like a fairy. What more could you want in a guy, truly? What more could you want than a guy who dresses like a Fortnite character? Actually, that would be cool if he did that. I'm more shocked that he's straight. I'm pretty shocked by that, too. He's 5'6". I don't know that he's 5'6". I think he might be shorter than that, honestly. Not that that really matters that much, but I've just been told by people that met him in real life that he is particularly short. He may be short, but he's not a keg. He is certainly not a keg. Certainly not. All right. I want in 10 minutes. WTF. Seriously, this can't do it. Question mark. I didn't do anything. Talk to me later if you still care. You're breaking my heart. Wish you could have just spoke to me with no arguments. I didn't want to get this big. I didn't want it to get this big at all. I didn't even want it to be a thing. I got sad my BF raised his voice like, it really led to you leaving me? I know I'm blocked. I'm just talking to myself. I'm sorry. Good night. I love you a lot. I love you. You can't even fathom it because I knew. You dumped me, called me stupid, and said I don't deserve better. You're lucky, so lucky. I'm not. I'm so not. He's that small. She should be hitting him. Lol. Bet. That's clear what you want, then? Yes. Maybe a month ago I would carry this on, but this is like boring the out of me. It's that hard to say sorry and leave it. There's no compromise to be had. I literally don't care. You can't compromise. Said sorry because I don't care. To save your life. I don't want to win. I just want you to shut up, frankly. All right, so now we're moving on to Discord DMs, ladies and gentlemen. The iMessage is over, I guess. I thought they used like fucking WhatsApp in Europe. Oi, bro, have you got WhatsApp? Unpopular opinion. Dude seems crazy AF, but her making an 82-page document is pretty unhinged too. Definitely a toxic relationship. I think he's canceled as he made content pretending to be woke in PC. Well, there's more here. You know, you can say it's unhinged to make an 82-page document, but there's other stuff here that I think could potentially justify her making an 82-page document. We're not there yet, right? We're not there yet. So with what you know so far, maybe I would, you know, if you don't know the full context, maybe I could see that opinion. But I think that will be unpopular given some of the crazier stuff, right? ImAllexx is 5 feet 0 inches. There's no way. There's no way, bro. Alex has a weird lisp when pronouncing some words. Should we modify the impression a bit? Maybe we can get a little.
Hello, I'm ImAllexx, and welcome back to another video on the second channel. Today's
video. Gotta perfect this. This editing is.
Video is a bit different. I guess I'll just show you why it's different. I'm gonna take you with me. Are you ready to see what I've got here? Don't worry, you can lay down, don't worry. Look, Alice's cat. Alice's kitten. Little bear. There's a little bear in the back.
There's a little bear in the back.
We're together and they're playing alphabet. I don't know.
Playing alphabet.
It's like some form of like game or whatever, but whatever it is, like
whatever it is,
question
like
everybody involved. But the fact that
you couldn't question everybody involved, but the fact that like
anybody's doing this, even if it's just for attention, like how deprived does your life have?
P.S. WhatsApp is unsecure and you shouldn't use it. Gotcha. Now she's in this video. Is she actually British? I've just been assuming she's British this entire time.
Like way world of existence. I would have seen somebody like this in the street, looked at him, gone weirdo, and carried on walking past. But on this God green earth that we're on, I've sat here watching it. on TikTok and it's got 3 million views. They can see you in the corner. You're in the corner of the screen. You're going to come watch TikToks with me? Yeah, you're going to join me. Okay, there we go. You're really tall. Why did now you made me look like a manlet. You made me look like really small. Why do I look so small? Why are you doing your hair? Have some respect for the audience. They want to watch entertaining content, not you doing your hair. Well, actually, they probably would prefer that, wouldn't they? Right, come back. You got to come back like this. Sorry. I know, because there's a thing. Yeah, there we go. That's better. All right, you guys, Rizal, we're going to do the rest of this. We're going to do the rest of the video like this, okay?
It's about Wes. He's cute.
And then broke up.
He says, why do I look like a manlet? He is a manlet. Lil bro sounds slow? True. All right. She is British. We confirmed it, so I think based on that, we can reasonably assume that we will keep doing the British accent. Do you think he's going to bust out the uke or the lawsuits? I don't know what he's going to do. I think the bar for defamation, like it's much easier to take someone to court for defamation in the UK. He wouldn't look very good if he did that in the public eye, but if he thinks he has a case, I guess he can do that. But yeah, once again, we just need to know more about the situation. Just causes I can fix her. Good luck, buddy. All right, I'm Alex. Didn't accept to, No. Okay, off then. Die. You didn't let me talk. Die. Wow. Die. You're just making it up as you go. Yes, I am. All lies. Sorry, Alex. You don't have any grip on this. Sorry, I said to leave the game. Good night. Stupid woman. I don't want you. She tries to call him. Go away. I want to be alone. As a British guy, I hate Alex more than I hate the British tomboys. That should say a lot. True. Minion Man XD in chat says, the thing about these online depressed type of girls is they'll drive you mad. I don't blame him for going a little nuts. I mean, okay. If they have a toxic relationship, if she's mentally ill, like if she's, who knows what she has. I guess she has depression. Obviously, like, you can be driven a little mad. You can go a little crazy. Whatever. But that's not what this is. That's not what this is. He's like, I will beat the out of you with a brick in the head. That's crazy. That is pretty crazy. Chat, that's a little crazy. It is. It is. All it takes is one bad day. True. All right. I don't have the energy. I said, what bit? You clearly have. You win. The bit where you told me to kill myself. The bit where you said you don't want me. The bit where you call me a dumb but what not? But bit. What bit? Boring. I quit. This, you win. I said thanks. Off. I said thanks. Suck yourself. You're difficult with it. You're a difficult little. You're a. Maybe you should have shut your mouth. Thanks for apologizing. No, I'm good. I don't mean it. Wicked. Wicked. She's from Maine, bro. She's a Brit from Maine. You guys know we say that. People say wicked. Oh, wicked good. Wicked good fun. Oh, this is wicked. Go to the Big Apple, get some wicked good coffee, bub. Yeah. Alex might be on some kind of Sasquatch type thing. That's mass. Yeah, they say it there too. But I feel like it is kind of on some. It is like it's like kind of a different gorilla thing. It's not really a gorilla. It's more of a Sasquatch, maybe like a chupacabra. Dude, ImAllexx is so crazy, dude. Like I saw these DMs, dude. Like he's going like chupacabra mode, dude. Like what the? He's like monster in the night. He say he gonna beat us. Like, what the dude? What the Ball Farver 2 says, poop from the 100 fire skull dot the. Thank you. Talker 2 says, British base. All right, chat. All right, chat. Macaque mode. The macaques that's a small monkey, though. I guess he is a small monkey. Could that work? Hold on. The rhesus macaque. Rhesus macaque. Oh, okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I think I am. I think that there could be some truth to this macaque mode type thing. There could be some truth to that. Are there any other types of monkeys? Are there any other types of monkeys I should be thinking about here? I feel like there could be other monkeys going on, like another, because we have gorilla mode. Sasquatch mode was one I pitched to you guys, but I feel like there might be, is there like another small, like, is there like a small evil looking monkey? Baboon. Now the baboon, I'm more of a baboon, if anything, okay? Look at this thing. You think ImAllexx is going to be this majestic beast? This majestic beast? No. This is not an ImAllexx type thing. This thing is too cool. What are the little monkeys that f each other in the ass? Is that the proboscis monkey? Gibbon? We'll check out the gibbon. No, he looks too passive, I think. He looks too passive. Marmoset. All right. Yeah, maybe. Finger monkey. Okay. Oh, no, I mean, that might be a little too small. I think the problem is some of these monkeys are kind of cute. We kind of need an evil looking type of thing. We need like something truly evil. Pygmy? Wait, the proboscis is the one that f each other on the butt, right? They're the gay ones. Proboscis? Yeah, this is the one that f each other on the butt, right? Now, this is a cool monkey. This is actually cool. I don't even want to give him any of these monkeys because I actually like them. I actually respect these monkeys, so we might have to just put a different classification on this because I think these monkeys are way too cool. Okay, Smaggle is spamming mandrill. Jesus Christ, chill the f out. Whoa. Whoa. Hello. Well, hello there. New ape just walked in the room. New kind of ape now. I like this. I kind of like this monkey. This might be the mode he's on, but I do like it. He does look scary. I mean, Jesus, look at this thing. Oh my God. I think ImAllexx might have been going mandrill mode. Look up evil death monkey. Dude, I feel like he might have been going like mandrill mode. I feel like it could be a mandrill type situation. You guys know what I mean? There's kind of like a mandrill type vibe going on. Like maybe some banana stealing, banana eating. Lump says, yo, Lurky Lom, showed my GA for your channel and she loves your stuff. I think she's a keeper. Also says, she says to keep your face clean shaven. Lol. Okay, this is the last one we're looking at, but I think we might have to go with the mandrill. The mandrill is just on another wave. Ooh, whoa. It's a spitting image. It's a spitting image. It's a spitting image, chat. Spitting! It's literally spitting. This is an ImAllexx type creature. Look at it. Look at it. It's got the hair and everything. This is it. This is it. You were right. This is it. This is the monkey. This is ImAllexx. Oh my God. Let's see these things out in the wild. Let's see what this little guy is up to. This devious critter. Oh, why is this in my recommended? Oh, yes! Oh my God, I'm gooning. See, this is more of a baboon type thing, I would say.
Oh, I'm coming! Oh my God, I'm coming! Yeah!
Okay. Capuchin monkey. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Hey, monkey happy?
That is him! That is Alex! They took him to the pet store, bro? What the freak? Look at this thing, dude. This thing, he looks cute. You think he's cute. But he's deceptive. Much like ImAllexx, you see him. He's a docile male, you think. He couldn't do anything wrong. He's a good guy. You look at him, you're like, oh, you know, he might be a little devious, a little weird. But, I mean, you wouldn't think that this guy would, like, you know, threaten a girl. But then you see the other side. And once you see the other side, it all really starts adding up, in my opinion. It all really starts to add up. It all really starts coming together. This is some serious science we're doing here. This is an interesting kind of guy. And I think he was involved. I think he was involved in this zoo scenario that's going on right now. I've heard reports from my legal team I can't speak too much on this. I've heard reports from my legal team he was involved in the Harambe incident in some way. As we all know, the greatest gorilla of all time, Harambe, was brutally slain by a white male police officer after doing nothing wrong. Okay? So he was involved in some way. This is just a report I'm hearing. I could be wrong. But what happened at Cincinnati Zoo, we're going to remember this. We're gonna remember this. We're gonna think about it. We're gonna talk about it. That's all I'm saying. That's all. I mean, I'm not making an allegation. I'm just saying. Keep it in mind. Harambe type thing. Keep it in mind. Okay. Looks like a proto Keemstar. He doesn't really look anything like Keemstar, to be honest. Keemstar kind of has swag, bro. Keemstar looks like he looks like Fred Durst or something. Like, especially like not this Keemstar. I'm talking like 2009 Keemstar. Okay. Look at that, dude. This is how I want to look right now, frankly. Look at this guy. He looks cool. He looks sick. He looks like a goat, dude. Look at him. I mean, he looks like Fred Durst, Wigger mindset. You're right, Courtney. He looks like bro. You know what he looks like? You guys know Amir? You guys know the band Amir? Yeah, he looks like, dude, this guy right here. This guy has some serious swag. Look at that shit. You guys know Solar Flare Homicide? You know the music video? I mean, that's some like white boy swag. That's some Ludwigger type shit. Yeah, look at that, dude. That's cool, dude. That's sick. That is awesome. I rescind my message. I meant estrogen Keem. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, chat. With that out of the way, I think we've decided we're kind of it's just whoa. Okay, final scientific analysis. It's a 1-to-1. It's a 1-to-1, chat. Look at this shit. Look. Just inspect. There's a monkey thing going on here. I'm just saying. All right. Moving on. Back to the DMs, chat. Okay? You do what you got to do. Trying times. Off. Well, I said thanks. Suck yourself. You're a difficult little... You're a... Maybe you should have shut your mouth. Thanks for apologizing. No, I'm good. I don't mean it. Wicked. You don't deserve it. Bye. Of course. I love you, idiot. Please, though, give me an easy ride. The easiest. I feel dreadful. Are you okay? Dumb question, just thought I'd ask. Sorry. 'Cause of the weather. I don't care about earlier. Still, tried. So done. No, it's over. This is nothing. We're over. This is tiny, really. I hate talking to you. No understanding at all. I do. No! I know you have so much. I'm sorry I shouted at you. You called me a dumb... let's break up. Let's break up. No, I want to break up. I don't love you. What is Munkus? Really, What is Munkus? What does that mean? Wait. But... Oh, no! No! I knew it! It had to be true! The f***ing capuchin monkey! Look! I was right! She knew, I knew! It's all real! The monkey thing's real! Oh my god. My face is sweating. Christ, chat. Jesus! I didn't know it was that dark. I didn't know things were that dark on this stream, but they are. They are what they are. And they are what they are, which is the Munkus mode. Okay, what the is Munkus actually, though? I need to know. A contemporary South African fashion brand. This? Is it this? Is this Munkus? It kind of looks like ImAllexx, I guess. ImAllexx is a direct descendant of capuchin monkeys. I mean, that's what I heard. That's what I heard, dude. I don't know that for sure, but that's what I've been hearing behind the scenes, okay? I've got inside knowledge, so don't shit on my cred, bro. I know what the is up with ImAllexx and the monkey allegation, okay? And I can confirm he is a monkey. By all accounts, he's a Let's hope the monkey haters don't get to him. Let's hope Mr. Ape doesn't get to him. Just be careful, okay? Be careful. Okay. Really, Monkus? Why Monkus? Really, Monkus? I want to break up. You don't mean that. I want to be single so I can deal with my stuff alone. I was trying to get all this done before I went out. Everything was fine. Got to points in arguments he would poke until I gave a reaction, calling me names until I finally snapped. Whenever I would react, I would be threatened with a breakup. Les says, do a money spread right now. This is all I have. I have this. I've got my phone. I've got my water. I've got my other Zans. That's all I got, bro. ImAllexx reminds me of Vector. Are you talking about the guy from Despicable Me, bro? Are you talking about the guy from Despicable Me? That's cool. I like that a lot, actually. I think that's swag, though. I think that's badass. No. Insulting me. You delusional off. I said thanks. I don't know what bit you're saying sorry to. You just make it up. But thanks. Go away, psycho. That happened. Stop being mean. Just stop. You're the craziest woman I've ever met. Genuinely. I was sad. I'd rather just leave it. Be nice for peace of mind. Supportive? No, it's cool. So break up? That's your resolution? Yeah, genuinely. Wow, with everything going on. Bye. I changed myself by suppressing my emotions, and that I was not upset over previous arguments because he would get so angry and tell me to get over it. He would tell me, I said sorry so you would shut up. I said sorry so you would shut up. These were one-sided narcissistic arguments telling me my feelings mean nothing and that they are based on a wank. But when he's upset, I get spammed in my messages and 100 insults until I say sorry, no matter who is at fault. He would tell me he can change my life forever, that I need him, that I'm nothing without him, and what he does for me. He took out anger from his friends on me, telling me I can do everything I want alone without any of you. Jesus Christ. If that's real, this guy's ego is at the top of the world. This guy thinks he's the swaggiest shit in the jungle. ImAllexx thinks he's the king of the jungle, when in reality, he's just this ape. He's this capuchin monkey. Bottom of the food chain, means nothing. But I am the panther. I'm the panther of the jungle. Black guy crawling around. Black Panther type guy. Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever owns you. Wakanda owns you, ImAllexx. ImAllexx, the greatest Yakubian individual ever made. Yeah, hey, bro, we had this boy back in the town, this boy named, his name was Alex and shit, and boy thought he was a gorilla. He was just a capuchin monkey, bro. He was just that capuchin monkey, bro. That's what he was the whole time. Boy was cringe ass. Boy ain't shit. Boy ain't shit. And what I will do for you, just take it for granted I could change. I don't at all. Your life. I could change your life? Bro. Baby, listen, I know I'm a shitty boyfriend, but you gotta stay with me because I'm a famous YouTuber. Think about that. Baby, I know I hurt you really bad, but look at my play button. Look at my play button. Look at my play button. Lol. I don't want you forever. I just want you to be in it. You couldn't do that for me. I can do everything I want alone without any of you. And frankly, I wish this wasn't cut off. Because you haven't done what I want, what I do. I wouldn't. It's so easy to sit there like everyone else and cry about it being mean. Okay, when you're a jobless freak. Imagine trying to teach like you and my mates how to do this. I have a job. It's annoying. You don't. I'm contracted. I have a job. No, you don't, man. What is her job? Why is he shitting on her job so much? What is her thing? Does anyone know? She's got a link tree. Okay. Discord, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Spotify, Cash App, Instagram, Snapchat. Do you make money from any of these things? I guess can you make money on Snapchat, I guess, right? Does she make money on Twitch? Is she popular on Twitch? I don't really know. 5,000 followers, so she's not making money there. What is her job? What is her job exactly? She doesn't specify, but she said she's a contractor. Okay, so maybe she just has like a job that's not related to the internet, like a normal job, right? She might be a normal person, normie type vibe. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Work-related arguments would be weekly, nearly daily, if I showed signs of being sad over something he said to me. You should be grateful that as someone with this expertise I actually have tried to talk to you about something like that. This was him talking about whether I wanted to stream or make YouTube videos. If the conversation didn't go his way, or I said I didn't want to do a certain thing, he would blow up and get upset because I wouldn't do it his way, then continue to belittle me. I would always tell him I'm not with him for work talk. I don't care how much you can help me if all this will do is cause arguments. I don't care how successful I can be. He pushed it on me to take his knowledge and make videos with him when all I want is my boyfriend. I only ever wanted something I farted and it smells like shit. I farted and it smells like shit. Jesus. Wow. 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 Bruh. What the did I... Is that the steak dinner? Jesus Christ. Ugh. Bruh. I can't hide it, dude. I can't hide it. IBT for 5 says, Tom, I know it's too late, but my mic was malfunctioning during the call-ins. Can I be unbanned? I contacted Smaggle. He said he would, but didn't. I'm not dealing with unbans right now. I'm sorry. I don't care right now. Email me or I'll probably forget about it. I don't know. Anyway. Let's see. This was him talking about whether I wanted to stream or make YouTube videos. If the conversation didn't go his way, or I said I didn't want to do a certain thing, he would blow up and get upset because I wouldn't do it his way, then continue to belittle me. I would always tell him I'm not with him for work talk. I don't care how much you can help me if all it does is cause arguments. She only wants her boyfriend. I only ever wanted something personal and genuine, and I never got that. God, you're so set on me being a to you. You don't even listen. I was just sad about it, my God. Off, Alice. Okay. You should be grateful. Why? Someone with the expertise I actually have. Wow. Wow. Tried to talk to you about something like that. No, I didn't, like everyone else. I said I was sad. I wasn't insulted. The stupid idiots. I'm not a streamer who think they know better than their only man. What does this even mean? Then their only man? Oh, he's followed up here. Then their only man who has actually done it all successfully. I wasn't insulted and I'm not like everyone else. Can't even do that. I don't know. I'm tired. I got upset hearing about Twitch and I didn't even mention it. And I'm starting to think none of you are worth talking to about anything. Your own girlfriend. Too small brain. Wow. Small brain, bruh. Small brained. He is mad, bro. He is straight up raging. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Go do it on your own. I'm just casually talking. Me too? You're annoying. You got offended as okay, gather that, take it in. Thank you. I'm telling you I mean it. Got it. I was telling you how I've always wanted to do it. Cherry pick my words. I was saying whether I know you or not, like it's a dream of mine. The problem is they're texting like, they're texting so much that they're cutting off each other's words, so it's kind of hard to follow. So it's like, it's not like he's sending a paragraph and she's sending one. It's like he sends one message and he's going to finish the thought in the next 4 messages. But then she sends a message that interrupts it. So that's maybe why the narration doesn't totally make sense sometimes. But doing my best with what I got, chat. I was telling you how I've always wanted to do it. Cherry pick my own words. I was saying whether I know you or not. It's like a dream of mine. You know what I was ducking saying, idiot. Shut the f*** up. Okay, you know what I meant. Good night. So KYS plays. I'm not going anyway, so come with me. I guess I don't care. You're a shit girlfriend, genuinely bad at it. I meant in the sense of I'm doing this 100%, no stopping me. Emotional level of a brick. Just say yes, you dumb. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. You're thick, man. You're a bad BF calling me a bitch and insulting me every time you get slightly upset. Good night. Thanks, IBT, for the 2. I know. Changes nothing. I haven't made anything up, okay? You were being a... I'm sorry, yes. Adding 2 words in. Yes. Makes no difference. Just answer the ducking question straight away, Shirley. Yeah, sorry. With a smile or not. Sure. I don't care. Done. Office hours. We're officially on office hours, chat. He said the N-word so he wins the argument. I think you're right, dude. You might be right. Chat, is this real? It's not. It's not. It's never real. Alex is a BPD girlfriend. It seems that way, bro. It seems that way for sure. Yeah, it's in context, dude. I had to read it. It's my job. Why, my god, man? Like, okay. You're the worst. Oh, wait, I've missed this one. You could have listened. I was, and I was sad. I wasn't crying. To a genuine master plan for free. Yup, but you just... No, thank you, can't. I'd rather my boyfriend. Why? God, man. Like, okay, you're the worst. You actually can't. More insults. Stop. ... Fix up. You dumb... Blocking you. Wow. So you said, wicked. Mentally, you can't, boy. You're a dumb... You just said you understood. With the literacy of a child. Shut me down. I said wicked, use your brain. You have permanent attitude, never ending. I'm done talking. Insults more, calls me a... I'm done, block me. You definitely were giving me shitty attitude. Yeah, I won't unblock you though. Cause talking to you, if that stops me getting called a dumb... Yay, is like talking to a brick. Maybe don't be a dumb... Bye, bye. That'd be like so much cooler, dumb... Alex already lost. He's a British person. Well, they both are. So keep in mind, both people are coming from across the pond. In that way, neither of them are innocent. Now, that could just be how I feel. That could just be my opinion, my interpretation. But that's how I feel, chat. That's how I feel, you know. They're both British. They're both British. You never know what's going on, chat. You never really know. You truly never, you just, you know, when they're British, it's just dark. It's a dark situation. Sorry to any Brits in chat, and also my audience is English, but you guys, you got to get things under control. Now, keep in mind, for the Brits in chat, I don't want you to become American. Stay the f over there. You cannot come here, okay? I'm far more concerned with the Brits coming here than I am with any Mexicans or Muslims. Get the Mexicans and Muslims in. Get the Brits out, as far as I'm concerned. But back to the point at hand, okay? Oh, there's another one, bro. I do. And you just went to moaning. Oh, yeah, no, you was rude. I got offended. Rude. You offended me. All right, chat. That's just the truth. That's it. Okay. Idiot. Okay. You don't understand. You didn't understand? Does he mean you don't understand? What does he mean here? And Logan Paul was shit, and we were all shit, but we learned. Yeah, tired. I don't even know why I explained teabag. Just hate making people. Just hate people making it seem like that. Like what I'm actually doing is rude. Like yourself. I just told you how to make 6 figures, so f off, it's annoying. I understand. Imagine telling people how to make 6 figures and 3. He told me, you're just like everyone else, stupid idiots who think they know better than the only man who's successfully done it all. I said I wanted to stream on Twitch, and he gave me reasons why it wouldn't work and reasons not to. I got sad because I was planning so much, set up my own channel. Went to him all happy about doing my own thing, and he devalued it and called me small-brained. He does say the N-word a lot. He says it a lot. The thing is, he's like a pretty PC guy, like from my understanding. So it's kind of surprising that he's even dropping that. Because I thought he was into some kind of PC area of the internet, right? I could be wrong. My understanding is he's very against that kind of content now. He's not cool with it. He's kind of like appealing to this very PC kind of left-wing aesthetic. So you would think they wouldn't be cool with him saying that. I think that in and of its own It's probably enough for his audience to hate him, bro. He pretends to be? Yeah, I mean, apparently. Low-key misogynist? Yeah, it seems that way. The thing is, like, I don't really, you know, it's not really my issue, I guess, the misogyny part, right? But he does seem like a genuine misogynist. He's like, stupid woman. Bruh, so mad. He types like you would think like Andrew Tate would type to like one of his girls. It wouldn't be good journalism if you don't say it. Thank you, Young Breezy. 12-month member of the GOAT. I don't think I'm good enough, sorry, to do it. That's just like how it works. I'd said anything else, I'd be making it up. Like, what don't you understand? It's not like a magical road. Then I won't bother. Let's drop it. With a million choices, or you'd be doing it now, wouldn't you? Yeah. So, let me just tell you. Please. You are careless. Them Frenchies are more understandable than Brits, true. I would do anything for you, I will. You get to sleep in all day, I don't. I want to get my shit together, I have to get up and do my shit. It would help us too, I know, in May. I know it would, that's no doubt. Alex, you're my human. I would go anywhere and everywhere with you, even in shit I wouldn't stop standing by your side. I haven't even heard your voice in a day and I miss you like... I'm pretty lost with myself and it's no doubt it rubs off on us, I really don't mean it. I struggle even understanding what the point is for me. What do I offer? Why is he with me? I question it all the time, and that is clearly rubbed off without me even realizing. And I don't want to do that, and I can offer you more. I can do more. If I didn't think I could, then I would have given up or let you go. But I know I can. I know I want to. I know I can't not do it. I canceled everything this weekend because I was going to come to you instead. But I know you're working. You have a lot on. But all I want to do right now is be next to you and really tell you I didn't mean for any of this. I can't even explain how hard. I fucking love you. I dyed my hair pink. If that is not a cry for... Bro. Big bro moment. Why are you talking like that? She's a victim and you're taking the piss. That's just the only way I can do a girl voice when it sounds like I'm making fun of them. That's the only way I can do it. I think she is from everything I've seen, I think she is a genuine victim. I can't help but talk like that. That's the only way I can do a woman voice. But to be clear, I mean, from what I've seen, she probably is a victim, bro. Slasso sends his regards. Tom's a voice actor of our generation with these accents. I'm working on it. Chat, I'm working on it. I dyed my hair pink, if that isn't a cry for help. I know I'm not my best. I know I don't think. I know I need to be better and pick my shit up. I know I need to suck it up and accept not everything is rainbows. Does this mean I can't post this anymore? You mean the world and everything to me. This. Alex would tell me he meant it when he said those horrible things to me, but would tell me he didn't mean it after he had calmed down. He has like anger issues or something. He's really mad. He told me to shut up and KYS after I told him it was a dream of mine to expand into other platforms. He has called me the N-word after I've said sorry about the situation. I said sorry for telling him my goals and dreams, and he belittled them all, trying to take control of what I wanted to do. When I got sad, he'd get angry. You could have listened to me. You could have listened to a master plan for free, he said. He would tell me to constantly, told me he didn't want me, and that he could easily replace me. At this point in time, I've broken down to this level. I end up calling him what he is, and I lose all sense of reality. But how can this be real? This can't be real. He can't mean any of this and still love bomb and stay with me, right? At this point, I'm also scared of starting any arguments, so I say sorry excessively. After telling me he isn't mad anymore, he ends up telling me we are over and starting over again. Again, another argument about content creation. He goes, it's easy to sit there like everyone else and cry about it when you're a jobless freak. Imagine trying to teach like you and my mates how to do this. I would reply by explaining how he was rude and that I got offended. He goes on to say, we already read that. I told him how I don't think I'm good enough to do it, and he would just insult me more. Dumb. You are. I just passed up on a genuine knowledge to cry. Threatened to break up and call me a... Good progress, wow. Because you're infuriating. Good progress, wow. Because you're infuriating, just listen. Imagine. We ended up going on holiday together to Italy in July, and an argument came up when he was watching a video about a girl being hypersexual after trauma. I opened up to him about my essay and the trauma that I've been through myself. In response to this, he tells me he doesn't want to know what has been done to me by other guys, and I end up leaving into the other room crying. He threatened to leave and get a flight back on his own, taking into account this was only my 3rd time abroad, and he knew that. It would make me very upset and scared, like he knew I needed him. Like he knew I needed him there with me. Bringing up weird shit on our first holiday. You ruin every moment. I have no fond memories with you. I spoke about something I went through in the trauma, opening up to him about my experience with SA, and this is how he responded. Because you're weird. Yep, it's you. Bringing up weird shit on our first holiday. Ruin every moment. Was you too? I have no fond memories with you. Actually, none. What's the point in this? Saying all this? What are you getting from it? Just moments when you're not being a huge... Is this the F slur? Is this F and T? I can't really tell. He ended up canceling coming to see me on my birthday, or forgot it, and went to see Star Wars with his friend. Bruh, dude. You went to see Star Wars instead of hanging out with a hot girl? Listen, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that, bro. Star Wars? Star Wars sucks. Star Wars blows. Oaks, is this okay, Tom? You're a Zurazam transracial, lesbian, black woman. You can say the word whenever you want. When you're right, you're right. Like, Star Wars sucks. Star Wars sucks. Pretty much everything Star Wars related is trash. Jeez. Okay. When I told him it was my birthday, he ended up going out after the movie to grab a gift and eventually came to my place at midnight. I spent the whole day waiting for him. He invalidates my feelings after I said I got upset about it. Tried to justify it by hanging out properly before my birthday came. Let's hang out properly today. I'd love to. I can only come over super late on Monday, by the way. How come? Star Wars event at 7. Bruh. Star Wars sucks. Star Wars is trash, bro. I'm sorry. Most things Star Wars related are bad. All right. At this time, he was looking to move house, and I helped him. He assumed I was going to move in with him without asking me beforehand. I was brave enough to tell him, I'm scared to move in with you because of how you treat and insult me, and begged him to stop doing it and that he had to change. I end up calling him what he is and stand up for myself. No, it isn't pretty. Cancel the date. Find your own house, preferably a smaller one away from me. I'm tired of life lessons. You ain't got all real shit on. If you can't apologize, block me, leave. I got more important shit than your feelings. You can't apologize or stop insulting me. Go away. Especially when your feelings are based on absolute... Especially when your feelings are based on absolute wank. Tells me enough. Goodbye, Alex. Wank, you insulting me? Keep pushing, you lost. Is wank? Just accept. Is you insulting me, wank? That you were being a dumb woman. Bruh. And move on and go. How can I actually help you? Wow. Instead of being a burden, be useful. All my plans, push my videos back. Stop moaning. To accommodate you, offer to bring you a headset. Sort your head out, and then you start going on about how scared you are to move. Just in a hole. The thing is, to an extent, I sympathize with the position of just, like, wanting to prioritize work over a girl, you know? Like, obviously, I'm someone who... One of the biggest problems in my relationships, generally speaking, is work is more important to me than anything, right? And I like hanging out with people, I like girls, but ultimately, like... I just spend a lot of time on the computer getting my work shit done, right? So to an extent, you can sympathize with the basic position here, but the problem is in his execution, right? The problem is undoubtedly in his execution. Imagine showing this to a little Victorian child. Yeah. I think it seems like they just shouldn't have been together, bro. This is a shitty relationship. I feel bad for this girl. With you, you sad little... Who does this? Will do. You had to reassure me. Ooh, my feelings. That will be okay. Then I heard you the first 10 times. Oh, I hate you. You wasn't. Hey! You got mad straight away. Didn't let me talk, didn't listen to me. Please hurry yourself in the garden. In the garden? Why is he in the garden? You're a child. Oh, Alex. Someone said I sound like Morty. Oh, Alex. I don't know about this, Alex. Alice, you're just gonna die, Alice. Alice, you're losing a lot breaking up with me, Alice. I don't think you understand, Alice. Oh, Alex. Stop doing it. All right, there's your Rick impression. There's your Rick shit, bro. You were like this when we met. Already. Likewise, you sold me a dream. Then I saw how much of a loser you was. I will be fine without you. To everyone around you, you are nothing without me. Including me, Lamau, wow, out-controlling and toxic and grim. Don't worry. Okay, boy. I'd save a lot of money having to carry you around. You don't need to talk anymore. It's done. Stop moaning. Our anniversary. I got it. We didn't make it. I'll take someone else out next week. Jeez. You f***ed it. Wow. But now you can f*** yourself, to be honest. You have to stop and learn to shut up. Being a to me, f*** off. Start working, get a hobby. For the love of God, stop fighting people in comments. He talks to his girlfriend so sweet. His low-life behavior. He's so domestic, it's adorable. Because you had to make this. Look how he is, because you're a melt. I think part of the problem here that he's gonna have is like he presents himself as like a very low-key, chilled out, I would say understanding guy, right? Like if you just look at his channel, he's like a soft boy. He's got this sort of, I don't know about leftist, but just like, you know, socially progressive, nice dude, aesthetic, like got the weak little mustache, he's got the funny mullet like iDubbbz. He dresses like how he dresses, you know. This is kind of his thing. So I think that part of his problem is going to be that his audience, I mean, this is, apart from it being completely shitty, right? Apart from that, his audience did not expect him to be this kind of guy, you know? He has an audience that's the antithesis to this. He proceeds to tell me to in a hole after all I asked for was reassurance. I called him, and he then calls me a melt. What is a melt in British slang? Is that like idiot? Acting soft or pathetically over a girl or boy, being a soppy Sally. Okay. You're acting like a total melt. Gotcha. So it's just like simp sort of type thing. I told him I was going to bed, having not had any previous argument, and this started a clash because I said in a bad tone, he goes, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to break your neck. Jesus, bro. I said I'm going to bed. Those words exactly. How did you say it, you thick? I said I'm going to bed. Thanks. Oh, what is that? Stop pretending to be stupid. An insult? Welp. Blocked. Looks like my time is done. Boy, because you were insulting me constantly, dumbass. Get an ed check. Because you decided to pretend I made it up? What the f? No, made what up? Oh my God. I admitted what I did. I'm going to f you. Said sorry for my tone. There's not at all. I'm going to break your neck. Again, this is over my tone being low because I was previously already sad. I had apologized over call and it wasn't enough. So here he says, I'm very sorry about yesterday. I know I crossed the line when I was angry. It isn't right to do, no matter how mad I am, and I'm sorry I went that far. He has like serious anger issues. He hates this girl so much, bro. He's really mad at her. He's really, really mad at her. He's having some kind of mental issues in a serious way. How does this guy get help? I don't know. He's going to have to, if he is even going to come back to the internet at this point, which I would be shocked if he even could, honestly. He needs to. Actually, no, I don't think he could come back. If the domestic stuff is all real that I've been hearing about, which we're going to get to a little later on, I think it might be over, dude. It might be completely over. But at this point, they just shouldn't have been together, bro. You can't be in a relationship with someone who you're treating like this. I wonder if he's going to have some kind of explanation. Like, is he going to try to have some kind of explanation on the other side? Is he going to try to have some kind of big, I don't know, response or something? I'm trying to think, is there any angle for him to explain this? I mean, we're going to see, because we're only halfway through this document. There's a lot more here. But I'm trying to think, is there any angle for him to take? And I'm not seeing it right now. I'm really not. Bro read paragraphs of verbal and went, he might have a little bit of anger issues. No, I mean, it is undoubtedly verbal. All I'm saying is, why the fuck is he so angry? I'm not saying he's not being like a horrible person. I'm just saying, like, why is he so mad? Like, because what she's saying, which she could be telling the truth. I'm not saying she's lying. I just feel like there has to be something else, right? Like, it has to be something else. Like, I've been mad as at girls before. I've been so mad. So mad! Oh my God, I've been so mad. But I've never said this kind of thing. So it's like hard for me to understand what's going on. There's just no way to justify this. I'll probably just call her the crazy one. Yeah. I mean, maybe. The thing is, even if okay, so let's say, keep in mind, we haven't even heard about Alice Hez until recently, right? We didn't know who this person was. I didn't know who this was. Let's say that he responds, and let's say that he somehow has evidence that she engaged in all of the same behavior. Maybe she hit him. Maybe she did the verbal too, right? Let's say blah, 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 blah. Let's just say hypothetically that exists, right? In the Minecraft world. Even if that's the case, his reputation is still right? His reputation is still totally gone. All right. After that argument, the same month is when we moved in with each other. Oh, brother. This is when things got more real for me, and I started to start noting things down, recording, and texting my mom. All right. Her mom says, "Hi, love. How's things? Miss you." She says, "Things are fine, then bad, fine, then bad." When I say fine, I mean I'm not forgiven or feeling better, but I'll move on so he stops complaining and being mad that I'm upset from his actions. I've never wanted to leave someone so badly or come home so badly. I can't help holding back tears whenever I think of coming home away from this hellhole. I'm literally on the brink of a breakdown whenever I see you and Dad. I just want to be home. Alongside that, I can't believe I've been putting up with someone like this with no morals or human emotions, and he scares the shit out of me. He scares the shit out of me. Sorry, Keemstar just texted me. He will argue, and I don't want to live with a guy where I have to suffer in silence or be quiet. That's literally hell. He wants a little minion to love him and need him. He tells me I need him. He is Satan. He needs you to need him? F off, this isn't 1935. And he broke my glasses the last argument for no reason and hid them. OMG, that's psycho. He will gaslight until I react. When I do, he will call me crazy like he didn't just scream in my face for an hour. We had the worst arguments I've ever experienced with anyone, but after the move, it became even worse. On the 4th day of living together, on the 19th of October, he had taken it to the next level and got physical in a fight. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, the allegations are escalating, in my opinion, okay? I think they're definitely escalating. Domestic... Beating women! No, 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 no. All right. It started as a screaming argument where I begged him to leave me alone and to just stop. I ended up trying to get away from him, and he followed me. I went to walk downstairs, and he grabbed my hood and pulled me back until I fell on the floor. He told me that I'm not getting away, so I got up and ran for the bathroom. He gets in my way and grabs me. He puts me in a headlock and covers my mouth because I'm screaming for him to get off me. I got to the bathroom and locked it behind me, and he screams from the other side, calling me crazy, telling me to leave the house after I've asked him to leave me alone. Bruh. Jesus Christ. Brother. That is crazy, bro. Ugh, this is to her dad. But TBH soon as it goes shit again, I'm out and coming home. Makes it easier. I'm not happy with you taking any more shit. You don't have to. You deserve better. X. Is bear on cat or kitten blink food now? And he blinked, and you're right. I'm not going to take it anymore. I just feel weird leaving without saying anything when he's calmed down. I feel a bit stuck. You don't owe anybody anything, and if he hasn't apologized, groveled, then he shouldn't be surprised. And it doesn't stop at words. It starts there and gets worse. If he's... Oh, this is his mom. But it doesn't stop at words. It starts there and gets worse. If he's already pushed you over and put his hands over your mouth, he will punch you eventually. Then he'll a fun video? Then he'll a fun video to defend himself against. But do not let it get that far. Get out. Tom, take callers so we can tell you how fine you look in that button up. I'm not taking callers. Thanks, though. Keem says, I've been warning you about Alex since Blog TV. You have been warning us, dude. I think you're right. Keemstar. You have been warning us. In fact, I've seen a video. I've seen a video of you warning the world about the dangers of ImAllexx, okay? You did say he's all righteous. You did say that. Gus in chat for 10 says, toxic people attract toxic people. It's like the angry reaction situation. I also would say she also comes back every single time after a point. You would assume she would leave. Am I missing something? I mean, the thing is, whether or not she went back a bunch of times, like, you know, you can blame her for it. She shouldn't have done that, undoubtedly. But, you know, when you're in love with someone, you do stupid things sometimes, undoubtedly, you know, and if he's hitting her, it's not her fault, right? If he's hitting her, if he's beating the fuck out of her, it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. Was she dumb to go back? Sure, she knows that. You think she doesn't know that? Of course she knows that. But, you know, when you really love someone, sometimes you'll convince them that, you know, it'll all be fine. It'll all be fine. You know, he's mean right now, but he loves me. It's not always going to be this way. Or you'll find ways to rationalize it, right? And it's not right. It's not the right thing for her to do, but it doesn't mean that, like, she deserves it, you know? Yeah. It's up. It's a situation, bro. She convinced herself he loves her. She definitely did that, bro. It seems that way. It's not all righteous. Well, okay. Some days after that argument, he'd scream in my face, telling me to kill myself multiple times in arguments over small things. He would walk away, then come back angry as if he couldn't leave without screaming, having me back down and be silent till I broke down. This evolved to the point where I would be shaking and scared for my life every time he came close or was in the same room as me whilst arguing. He blamed me for our arguments, and to get back at me, he started with petty small things like breaking my glasses without me knowing and throwing them away in the trash. He even helped me go look for them, pretending he was innocent, until I finally suspected he did indeed throw them away, and he laughed whilst admitting doing so, acting like it wasn't a big deal. I ended up feeling detached from reality because I woke up depressed daily. Some days I didn't want to be near him or be intimate with him, and this would spark arguments, and he would get angry at me for still being upset over something he had done a day or a few days prior. I was so disgusted by him and his actions towards me, I didn't want him to even be near my own cat. Calling him his when he wasn't, and making shitty jokes about taking the cat away from me. This would always just end in me picking up Bear and leaving the room. So Bear is the cat's name, to be clear. Bear is the cat's name. Bear's the cat's name! Alex is a monkey! Beating women allegations! Yeah! Turn the f*** up, chat! Alright. Anyway. He ended up being secretive over his phone to what I then discovered was him stalking his ex on all social platforms. It's been years since they broke up and found her old not safe for work pictures he kept of her. He said sorry and that was it, bruh. Okay, that's fine. Let's record again tomorrow. For me? What's wrong? I don't trust you. Weird as shit. What? Why? Why are you being so secretive? Why don't you let me look? Guilty AF. Go away. Look at what? Never was an issue before. Why is it now? Bro got Deaf Noodles as a saved tab. Wait, do I? Oh, I do. You're right. I also have Mr. Beast in Google search as a saved tab. Because he's the GOAT. Because Mr. Beast is the GOAT, and he would never do this. Mr. Beast hates ImAllexx. All right. The 28th of December was the day I decided to no longer put up with his behavior. I was getting the house ready for his parents to come over for dinner, as Alex did not clean or prepare anything. He must have thought I was angry at him, because as I'm cleaning the kitchen, he was constantly asking me if anything is wrong. I tell him multiple times, I'm fine and nothing is wrong, I just want to clean. He started shouting, getting hysterical, thinking I'm lying and that I'm pissed off. I say very few words due to the fact that I'm mentally drained. I had nothing left in me when we had these arguments. I barely said anything. He asked for tasks he could do to help in panic. I tell him to wipe the sides of the kitchen counters, take out the bins, etc. He starts screaming after I give him more than one task, telling me how he can't handle more than one thing at a time. So after he overreacts, I start to walk away. On my way out of the kitchen, he kicks me in the back. Kicking women. Guy seems like a piece of shit, not gonna lie. If this is real, guy seems like a piece of shit. I guess, you know, we'll see further on if there's more evidence. I mean, him saying he wants to hurt her already, and then her saying that he did it is like kind of connecting the dots a little bit. Is it 1,000%? Not necessarily. There could be something else to it, but this is very rough, bro. Is it just me, or when her parents said since Alex pushed her, he'll hit her, and then have a fun video to explain? Weird AF for a parent to say. I think they're just saying that they want her to film him hitting her if he does it again, right? Because she already did it once, or because he already did it once. So they're saying, like, you should just film him doing it if you can catch him in it, and then he'll have to go to jail for hitting you, right? That's what they're saying. I mean, yeah, basically. I've never heard of a guy kicking a girl. I feel like usually you hear about one of these things, like a good old, a good old pow, a good old Conor McGregor mode. I've never heard of like one of these kind of things, like this type of, can I even physically kick? Hold on. Ah! You. Sort of a jinxie type thing. Oh, I dropped my mouse. Oh, no. Wait. Come back. Oh my God. I simply closed everything for a second. I f***ed up in a major way. He went like kind of Andrew Tate mode. He's on some Andrew Tate type shit. I got some real footage of ImAllexx here. Real footage. Okay.
This is the bat. Inspect it. Am I gonna pull it? You think I'm gonna break it in there? The way I look at this, he's not my family. So what does that even mean? Good luck, Tate.
This is him, guys.
From there. Okay. From there. You here. So practice, yeah? So nice and relaxed.
Look at him. I mean, they've got the same physique, same hair and everything.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah? From there.
Look at him go.
3, 4.
That's him, dude. He's a kickboxer. Jeez. Not beating the gorilla mode allegations there, Tom. I thought we already established that he was the capuchin monkey. We've been through this. There's no gorilla here, mate. Literally you. What the f? Reminding you, as you seem to have forgotten how you are, and I forgave and forgave. Man, stay the f away from you. You kicked me. May, you psychotic little freak. I'm not dealing with this. Wait, he doesn't even deny it. She says you kicked me, and he doesn't even like deny that it happened. That's interesting. Doesn't look that good. Ugh. May, you psychotic freak. I'm not dealing with this. Keep going. It's adding to the report. You start shit today. Danny K for 5 says, didn't realize this channel existed. Thanks for all the great binge content to fill my wagey hours at Walmart, Tom. Thank you for the dono. You weird freak. Do you think it's fair to do what you did earlier? Be honest. You actually think what you did in the kitchen was normal after yesterday you pulled the same shit? You kicked me, and I told you not to, woman. You freaked out, not me. Answer the question. You're mental, trying to convince yourself it wasn't you. Boy. You ever talk about me again? Hardly. Boy. Oh my God, then leave me, you weird. I did. Jesus. Idiot. You win. You're so cool. Weird. Yep, I do, because I finally left you after all the shit I took. You win. Okay. This is like a song DM? Lyrics and flow when we work together on beats, and when he's back from holiday, we're going to go record properly in studio, as well as some other songs we got planned. I'll come pick you up and drop you at your parents' house. So this is not Alex. This is some other person. At this point, it was the second time it hurt me, and I was scared, so I texted my friend to pick me up, and I started panicking. He follows me around the house, screaming random things at me, trying to justify his actions for going too far. I recorded this because I was scared he would hit me again. I say nothing, and I'm panicking to the point where I'm sweating from fear as he's following me, screaming at me, calling me the N-word, useless, etc. After I left, later picked up my things after he threatened to throw them outside, a 4K setup. I found everything on the floor taken apart. The keyboard was smashed and scattered everywhere. He claims the keys had fallen off my keyboard when he was packing it all away. Jeez, when I got home and plugged everything in, I found the monitor screens were both smashed to bits, the keyboard broken, and the camera too. So I'm pretty sure there's a video of this one. Is it... Because there is it this one? Following me after he kicked me and I'm packing up my things. So this is 6 minutes long. And this video is directly, as far as the description that I can tell, this is what she's talking about here, the video she recorded. Thank you, Cam Girl, for the dono.
What? I don't understand. It's not like got anything fucking be stuck up over.
Oh, wait, can you see it? You can see it, right? Oh, you can.
Oh, what? I don't understand. It's not like got
the screen just goes black for some reason.
Fucking be stuck up over. But for some reason, something isn't good enough for you. You get to do whatever you want
all day. It's like, and then you look like a miserable little all the time. Like, your face is annoying to look at, like, when I come downstairs. Like, I'm actually fed up of looking at you, which is why I sleep downstairs, because I don't want to have to go upstairs and, oh, you're taking all the covers. It's like, woman just, like, asked me to buy another one, or stop complaining. Like, nothing, the thing is, it annoys me, nothing needs to be an argument, because everything is fixable. Buy a new duvet, I sleep downstairs. But no, you've always got to act like none of this stuff, because you don't actually try and fix any of your problems. Like, it's infuriating at this point. Like earlier, you're miserable about it. All you have to do is say what it is and you fix. It's fine. You don't actually, like, you don't clean up after yourself. Neither do you. So, we're even.
Whoa. Yo.
All you have to do is say what it is and you fix. It's fine. You don't actually, like, you don't clean up after yourself. Neither do you. So, we're even. It's fine. So what about it? I don't go around fucking everything that you don't clean up after. Why? But you don't talk about it in your fucking little small brain. You don't even want us to pay for any of it. So, who cares what you have to say? And what does it even matter? If you want to clean up, I'll hire one. It's my money. But this is the thing, even right now, you just ignore all of that. I'm giving you options for everything, you just ignore everything. You're not actually trying to sort out any of these problems. And if you've got problems with bins, man, why don't you call them? Why does it have to be me? You can call people, you can get it sorted, you can take them out if you want to.
Man, this guy's gonna have such a hard time dating now. He's. The YT Spectator says hello and hopes you're well. Thanks for the dono.
But no, because Alice doesn't actually do anything. I'm trying to, right now, I'm spending 3 hours every single day trying to figure out where £75,000 has gone. And whether I'm ever going to get it. And then any of my future YouTube revenue. Because the company's holding my channel.
What he's talking about there is, the last tweet on the ImAllexx Twitter account was over Omnia. This company, he says, for the last 7 months, I've been held hostage by Omnia Media. They've been delaying all my payments. So this is what he's talking about with that £75,000 or whatever. Just a little bit of context there.
So yeah, sorry I forget about to clean the side sometimes. I got bigger fish to fry. And I still have to post.
Go away.
You just don't think about any of that.
Go away.
Such a fucking woman.
Go away. So are you. Ironically.
Huh?
So are you.
Such a woman, he says. Hear him thumping around back there. We got bigger fish to fry. Would you like some fish and chips? Lol.
I tried to stop this like 7 times.
Then you could have stopped. It was you. It was all you.
I tried to stop it.
Go away.
I did try to stop
Go away. Go away. Just go away.
Well, 100% he's gonna say it's despicable anyone would attack him during Pride Month. No way, bro. Not even he is dumb enough to say that.
Yes.
Bigger fish to fry. She's got bigger men to date.
Like, if you had to do half the shit I had to do, you would understand why loads of stuff doesn't get done. You don't even know the fucking
Go away. Just go away.
You upload one half-assed video every 3 weeks. And it does terribly.
away.
Well, I slept up here because you made me. I wanted to sleep downstairs so I could actually wake up on time today.
I didn't make you.
Yes, you did.
No.
You were throwing a fit.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Well, you can stop this right now.
Yeah, shut up. You're following me and going on. Off. Please.
Jesus Christ. Ugh. After I ended the relationship, he tried to manipulate me, telling me we just need time and that he will change, and begged me to give him a chance to change and make things better. This went on for months. He kept doing this, then getting angry when I didn't give back the same energy. Of course, I didn't, because I had come to the realization that I was lost and had no idea what to do at the time. He started doing little things he knew would get my attention in an attempt to spark any conversation, like following exes or people we argued about, girls he slept with and kept pictures of, started trying to get me back in the house, telling me he's put the bins out and asked me to come over for dinner. Well, I put the trash out. I put the trash out. You gonna come over or what? It's sad and embarrassing. If you had to deal with it, is the most spineless cope. Losers who have no remorse for their actions say this. Narcissists. Yeah, bro. This is f***ed up. Of course I don't. I left him. He couldn't accept this. I end up blocking him, and he finds another social platform to message me on and argue. I block him again, so he ended up messaging all of my accounts, including the account I had made for my cat Bear, asking and begging for a phone call so he can move on. After everything he did, he was still thinking about himself and how he could make it better for him. I kept telling him that I didn't want to call or meet him. I told the truth, man, of how I feel. I don't care. You did it again. So you just get to ignore me. Leave me alone. You're horrible. Okay, f*** off, you annoying. Say, f*** you. Yeah, bye. Stop agitating me. Something when I know I'm trying and you trying, or I think it's trying, not crying, trying and you talk to me the way you did. Oh, I know you don't mean it, but it really puts me down. It's no excuse for how I acted, and I apologize for that. I just want to spend time with you so I can make this stuff better. I do want to make stuff better. Here to apologize. Sorry again. Are you up? I'm upset and I miss you, and I want everything to be normal. I will do everything I can to get you back starting today. What do I do then? Stop being mean. Okay, I'm sorry. Can we call? Just 5 minutes. Apology and then I'll go. Okay, I'll stop texting you and give you space. I f*** this. Good morning. Have a good day. I miss you a lot. Go on. Let me cook, though. The house is all clean. I just put the bins out. Heart emoji. She says, that isn't hot. It's basic living, kid. With a little gif. She says, no, bye. And say goodbye properly. I can move on unless we... I can't move on unless we call, TBH. I can... Lol. Why? So you can call me everything under the sun? Sure, bud. Or I can completely cut you off if we call, but I will struggle if we don't. If that's gonna suck for you, I don't want to fight. I want to end it. Bro is not Skibidi, Sigma, Riz, Phantom Tax. Excellent point, dude. What? Excellent point. He sends an audio message. She says, we're even. Okay, let me take a second here. Please, if I can. Look, I you like you did me. And take that back. I don't mean it like that. Imagine. Why say it if you don't mean it? No, seriously, I didn't. Yep. Bye. I meant even as in, don't talk anymore because we're both so hurt. You didn't wrong me like I did you. I know that. It's so serious what you put me through. You know that, right? I know you know. I know you know how messed up this can be for you because you know you did so much wrong. God, I know that more than anything. You know you're sick. and you're saying I did the same. But I thought, what did he say? I thought I would have a chance at talking to you and say sorry. W voice acting, I just joined to see. It's likely. Yes. Average monkish activities. Thank you for the dono, Chrome Crusher. Oh my god. Thanks for the sorry. I don't forgive you. I don't want to beg for you back. I want to call and say sorry. I'm asking you to I'm not asking you to forgive me. I don't owe you that time. I just want to apologize to you, like real people who were together for nearly a year. And you didn't. It's like so odd for me to have just cut off. You just kept on doing it, like completely. And got worse, until I actually got domestic and serious. And you're saying we're even. Or it got worse because I'm self-destructive. We're even. And every time we didn't call, I got worse. Jeez, bro. Eventually, he tells me I deserve better and gets all sorry for himself after he realizes I'm actually not coming back. He sends me apologies and owns up to everything he's ever done to me in voice notes and videos, crying whilst begging me for a phone call so we can talk or move on. I don't and won't ever want to give him that. After I explained to him how he claimed that I was too, to try and spark a reaction, as afterwards he said, "Oh, I'm joking," and "Oh, I don't mean it like that. You didn't wrong me like I did you, I know that." He continuously begged me to call him so he can apologize and wanted me to forgive him. He ended up sending things to my house like teddy bears and flowers, his hoodie that had been sprayed heavily with his aftershave, and this guy doesn't need aftershave, he doesn't need to shave at all, and led her to try and achieve this. He mentions, "I wish you had broken up with me to my face like I did when I walked out the door with my things after he kicked me." Bit late, have you seen the autistic flailing video yet? Yeah, we did watch that. This one, you mean?
Sorry first. It's weird. You always take the weird route. Just do the normal route, which is just do the normal route, but a normal girlfriend.
Yeah, acting like this is all just me, and that's something you really need to fix.
I'm gonna bash your head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut the up.
There you go. Oh, here, Alex Elmsley at ImAllexx 2 says, "Alice, talk to me. If there's a chance I can spend every day trying to make it up to you, then I wanted to take it and show you I'm serious. But these are my last messages. If you do decide to contact me, I'll be here. There will be no more contact from May. The letter speaks for itself, and I'm not going to make you be in something you don't want to be in. I don't want you to make it up to me. You know you don't mean this. You carried on for months and got worse and worse. You're doing whatever works in your favor right now. Or was wrong for the way I handled it, but I understand. I let you down, but I don't want to lose you forever. I want to come over and talk in my heart. I want to run to you right now. I was scared of everything originally, and I'm not anymore. I just want to do right by you." Anti-Monkey for 5 says she's lucky she got out. This is the type of relationship that ends in a murder. Deluxe Avant-Garde for 5 says, "If I see him in public, I'll film a tense 360 video of my phone demanding he kisses my shoe or receive a scalped arse from the locals." Love you, Tom X. Thank you, brother. "I've got one last thing to deliver to you today that was left behind." "What is it?" "Your onesie, and something I should have done long ago. I'll have to hand-deliver it, and I've already bought the taxi. You won't see me and I'll leave." Straight away, he unsent a message here. "I'm on my way and got the taxi to take me straight back. It's there. I've gone now. I apologize for my handwriting. Or I can stop caring. Then this stops happening. I'll stop fighting for you. I can let go. I want to be over you, because the other option is hell." All right, I gotta stop the accents right now. I just can't do it forever. Maybe you can just suck it up for all the you gave me. Stalk me like you stalk your ex. I don't know. And I don't any it. She says, "I'm going now." He says, "Stalk my ex, man." She says, You did that. Don't deny it now, bro. Leave it." He said, so we ended on a big argument. Unreal. I just want to scream. "We ended with you kicking me." He said, "I can't believe we can't talk. It's mental. I can't do this." She says, "We ended with you kicking me. Bye." He said, "Man, seriously, I can't believe you won't just let this go." Let it go? Let it go? He's not even denying it, bro. He's not even denying it. "Yeah, no, sorry, I can't do this. I keep feeling sorry for you and letting you message me. It makes you feel like this is normal and that you can wait for me. You can't. There's no waiting for me. There's no us anymore. You destroyed it. You're going to ask, why do you care about things that I do? Then Alice, well, it's because you're the one making all this effort to contact me. Up, then apologize so I'll call you out on things you do that actually prove your statements wrong, so I call you out. I don't forgive you for me. I don't think I ever will. I don't want you to contact me elsewhere after this multiple times. I've blocked you on maybe 8 things now, and you need to take that as a very obvious sign that I don't want to be near you. I've struggled cutting contact with you on my own and damaged mindset you've created. Even just thinking about calling you or getting anywhere near you again or being fine again with you or getting back with you scares the living shit out of me, and that's what you've done to me. You can make excuses, say it was my fault I made you do it, but we all know that's invalid. It's taken me so much courage to actually finally say this to you, but I don't know. Maybe don't domestically abuse someone next time. I don't know what you expect from me. Don't try and beg, etc. It's all fake. It's all out of fear because you're scared of everything I have on you, like everyone else in your life, and I keep falling for it. I fall for your lies and manipulation, even when we aren't together anymore. Moral of the story, you're an and I want you to please leave me alone so I can actually heal from this. Jesus. Brother. This is to give Tom a break from reading that shit. Thanks, bro. This is dark. You know, Memulus, let me see if I can find it real quick. Memulus, who is one of Alex's longtime friends, you can see even 2 months ago, this is a video he did with Memulus, I guess, right?
Hello everyone, I'm Alex, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be watching episodes of like those tattoos.
I mean, it's an interesting look. It wasn't what I was expecting her to look like.
You didn't think that JoJo Siwa would go from...
So, like, one of his best buddies, he's come out with a statement on this. Memulus talks about ImAllexx on his Instagram story. He said, I'm aware of the Alex situation. I would usually wait until both parties have said their side publicly before speaking about it, but I think the evidence here is overwhelming. I spent this morning reading what Alice has written and going over the evidence she's provided, and no one should have to go through what she has. It's awful and disturbing, and it seriously shocked me. I'm still processing what's happened. This is one of the worst situations I've ever seen in my life, and I hope Alice is okay. It took a lot of courage to speak about this. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jesus Christ. Are the police involved here in some way? I remember Samuel said that on the stream the other day. I feel like the police should be involved in a serious way with this, if they're not already. This is pretty bad, bro. Holy I fall for your lies and manipulation even when we aren't together anymore. Moral of the story, you're an and I want you to please leave me alone so I can actually heal from this. I've given you 1,000 chances to not call me disgusting names and gaslight me and start arguments over nothing, and even after I left you, you've damaged my mental health too far to explain, and I don't want to keep in contact with it. This is unfixable. It never was fixable. You me. Wake up. If you continue to contact me elsewhere, I will need to take this further. Thank you. Noah Vincent says net spend a nugget and a biscuit was not real. Yeah, I got that impression, to be honest with you. I did get that impression. I did. Thanks for clarifying, though. So we sent some audio messages. We don't have... Is one of these... This one? How long is this one? This one is 24 minutes, so it's not necessarily either of these. He said, also, I understand the crying isn't really acceptable, nor is saying I love you. I should have left that out. It takes away from what's important, which is how I treated you. I didn't want to not reach out and apologize, though. I didn't take responsibility for how I treated you, and I felt that wasn't right. Happy Father's Day, Tom. True. Thank you, brother. Happy Father's Day. I'm sorry for how I took everything. Hey, can we talk about this? Did you hear everything? I'm so sorry, Alice. Shall I stop, or are you writing? Talk about what? There's nothing to talk about. He says, there's a lot. She says, no, there isn't. I said my piece. You said yours. He said, what happens now? She said, what do you think? He said, I don't know. I wanted to try and make it right by you. I made a lot of excuses. I didn't realize how one-sided I was being. He goes, what do you mean by this? Is there no way I can work through this with you? Does that not make everything more understandable or different? I feel so conflicted about a lot of stuff. I'm sorry that I didn't apologize properly before. Ooh. Didn't apologize properly before. I know I was being hopeful. I don't know what this is. Letter through your door. I'm too close. Why? Because I ruined it. I really was blind to so much. I relied on crutches, and I became what you wanted to avoid. And you did give me chances, and I wanted more from you. I wanted you to not just come back. She says, I actually have PTSD from you. He says, tell me everything was big misunderstanding. He says, yeah, I know how my actions have affected you. That's the thing. I know that you can't call me because of me. She says, if I look at you, talk about you, think about you, my heart pounds out of my chest. He said, I'm sorry for swamping you here. Yeah, it's the same for me. She says, is it though? He said, obviously for different reasons. She says, I don't think you can compare this. He says, yeah, sorry. And every day I argued with you, I pushed it back because I was so desperate for this to be easy. I didn't want to work for it because I believed if you loved someone, it would be that simple. But you did love me, and I was making it impossible for you. And I have, and still am now. I can't go back and change it. I wish I could fix it. I wanted to put it right. I was so flawed with how I was doing it. He sends more voice messages. I told you I loved you, and then I would get so angry. Other stuff that's pointless now. I was scoring points in my head. I was frustrated when we called because I was faking it. And I thought for couples to fix something, they would first pretend it was fine, then talk about it later. No. That's really not how to fix it, buddy. Voice message. He sends some pictures. I don't know what this is exactly. These images. I was hurting you, insulting you, and then blaming you. I was terrible, but then I blamed it on my own issues. I'm so sorry. I convinced myself we'd both fix each other, but I was just making out problems worse. And it couldn't have stopped it, but it was a selfish mindset. The thing is, I feel like a lot of this relationship, maybe some of this at some point could have been saved, like early on. But the problem is that, according to what Alice said, he beat her. And when you beat someone, you can't, like, it's over. It's over. It's over. If you hit a girl, it's over. Like, that's it. It's irreparable. No matter what she did to you, pretty much. Like, I guess unless she hit you first, I guess, but, you know, a girl hitting you doesn't hurt that bad generally, you know? Not that means it's cool, but, like, do you really need to go back and go crazy? I would say probably not. I would say probably not, bro. Yeah, he's super delusional. He's super delusional. Apparently, iNabber also disavowed ImAllexx. Jesus Christ, bro. Jesus Christ. I think they're both deeply mentally ill. That's definitely true. That's undoubtedly true. But that doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters, but it doesn't really matter. If you hit her, like, it's kind of over, dude. You can't hit girls, bro. Shocking take, I know. You can't punch women. You can't kick women. You know? You just can't do it, bro. Ugh. Exactly. All the other shit could potentially have an excuse if not for the fact that he makes autistically violent threats. Well, the violent threats, I mean, talking down to her, like being really mean to her, calling her a that really sucks. But in my mind, that's not, like, unforgivable forever. Between them, it's unforgivable. But if you call a girl a like, it can be forgivable someday, you know. I don't think that people outside of the relationship really need to worry about that. What does need to be worried about is threatening to hit her and hitting her. That is crazy. Are you doing well, Tom? I am, bro. Thank you. Tweet from Nicholas Diorio. I never said should say, yeah, I know about the situation and hope you all send nothing but support to Alice. Genuinely some of the most horrific shit I've ever read. Cannot explain how brave it is to come out and speak about this stuff, especially considering how long it seemed to have been going on. Really trying to not come in here with the eyes and make it about me, as this is about Alice, and she deserves all the support possible. But yeah, I should just say, of course, I didn't know about this until recently. I wasn't even aware the two had fully broken up until April. That's how dark I was on this, or in the dark I was on this. Bruh, it's just insane. It's just insane, bro. I didn't like ImAllexx. Never in a million years would I have thought he hit a girl. Jesus Christ. Yesterday was a low point for me, and I still just don't know how to feel, and I'm sorry I messaged you during it all. I don't want you to feel like you have to fix my problems. I know it's complicated, and I don't hold it against you. I hurt you, and you responded, and I understand. I know you have other stuff going on. He sends a 12-minute voice message, man. He's crazy. The thing is, I feel like he's more scared about it coming out, what he did, and that's why he wants to fix it with her, and he's less scared about, like, actually fixing it with this girl. Because when he's with her, he doesn't actually seem to give a right? Genuinely. I never gave you time till it was too late, begging for calls after the fact. I wish I hadn't ignored how you're feeling about many things until it got too big. I wish I hadn't ignored how you're feeling about many things until it got too big. I'm sorry for letting you down. The pain I feel is immeasurable. It's like the you know that meme? It's like the disappointment I feel is immeasurable. My day is ruined. Literally that. The pain I feel is immeasurable, and it must not compare to what you've gone through. I'm sorry for how selfish I've been. I told myself I was doing it for you, but I was wrong, and it was a terrible excuse to treat you that way. The more I ran from this by arguing, the heavier it got. I'm sorry I didn't stop months ago. The pain you carry weighs on me a lot, and I should never have put this... blah, 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 blah. He says, I had to stop you somehow. She says goodbye. He says, because you don't talk to me. I told you to calm down. She says, you put hands on me because I was screaming. Maybe stop doing what you were doing. He said, so I just said, don't do it. She said, F off. He said, that's all I said. She said, bye. Excuses to do that, asshole. He said, that's not what I said. What the f? Here we have, looks like he got her something on Amazon. A gift from Alex Elmsley. I am deeply sorry for upsetting you and letting you down constantly. I hope one day you can forgive me and we can talk. From Alex Elmsley. Ooh. For legal reasons, obviously, I want to reiterate that this is alleged, but I mean, it seems pretty, I don't know. He's going to have a, I don't know how he would even go about debunking something like this, bro. I don't know how you even go about that. I can't even imagine a possibility, you know? Like, I'm trying to do the meme I always do where it's like benefit of the doubt, you know? But like the evidence is so, unless somehow all of it is like every screenshot is fake, the video is AI or something. It just seems insane. It seems really insane, bro. I don't know. You just can't. It's over for him. It might be over, bro. It might actually be over. Caught in HK, UHD, 60 FPS, Dolby Digital. Was there a video of him hitting her? No, but the video aligned with basically what was being said before about the kitchen thing. At least unless I missed the part where he hit her in the video, but I didn't catch that in that video. Dumpy says, this your Pride Month fit? Yes. About the not having a house and stuff. Yeah, the more I think, it's just like, so you've got him being crazy to her in DMs. You've got her bringing up the hitting and him not denying it. You've got the video threats of him like threatening to hurt her. I haven't heard that last voicemail yet. I got to hear that, but it's just, it seems so like, how the f can he respond? Yeah, I think it's over. Holy f. Like, ImAllexx's career, it's actually toast, bro. He's definitely something, but now these allegations, Jesus Christ, bro. Bro. The voicemail's crazy. All right. Well, we'll get to that soon. About the not having a house stuff. She says, words hold no weight to you. He said, and instead of actually sitting down, I just sat on it and overthought it. Yeah, I've had this conversation with my mom recently. She said, good. He said, I'm ashamed, Alice, you aren't here because I didn't get help. I felt like it was the right thing to do if you're upset. She said, what would you post? I used to be to my girlfriend, so she reacted and started to hate me because of it. Crazy. He said, I'm not going to post. That's why I'm messaging you. She says, okay, Ann, what do you want? He says, I was hoping we could leave each other alone because enough has happened and I really regret it. He wrote a letter with a Sharpie? What the freak? What the brother? Dear Alice, I'm so sorry for not fixing my behavior before, and I understand this might be too late or too little. I hurt you deeply, and I will spend forever trying to make that up to you. I'm sorry for blaming you for how I acted. I didn't take responsibility for how toxic I had become. I should have never have made excuses for shouting, insulting, and pulling you. What is this word? Something our last night moved, blown, anything in the world. No, I regret our last night more than anything in the world. I'm writing this because I want to show you how I regret and am ashamed of hurting you. You are my world, and every day without you has been my opening. Has been what the f is opening? And every day without you has been something. My opening, something. How you must have felt. I can't read all this. I don't understand this shitty cursive. He started with normal text and then it got cursive at the end. I don't know why. Very eye-opening. Insulting and pulling you. Yeah, he said pulling instead of hitting in this one. And I has been eye-opening to how you must have felt. Okay. Gotcha. I'm not looking for forgiveness. I will spend every day trying to earn your trust. I'm writing this on the something that I can hope. Is it hope? Oh, chance. I can't read this shit. I'm writing this on the chance that I can work to be able to have that chance. I would do anything to win you back. You were right, and I'm sorry I didn't like. What the f? What? Can you just write normal, bro? Am I this? Oh, I didn't listen. You can't read cursive? Dude, I haven't done cursive since I was like 9 years old. They used to make me do that. You are the love. You are the, what the f does this say, bro? What is this? LOMG? Long? What the f does this say? What does this even say? You are the something. Is this love of my life? Is that what he's saying? It is love of my life. You are the love. Oh, this is of. I thought this was part of this word. See what I'm saying? You are the love of my life, and I will never forgive myself for hurting you. I will spend every day working towards fixing what I broke. I promise to never downplay or ignore you ever again. I took time to what is this? What? Repent? Reflect. I took time to reflect on everything, and I'm making steps to put myself right. It might be over, bro. It might actually be over. I don't know that matters. If you hit her, that might be the end of it, brother. That might be it. It might be the end of it. All right, so this is, what is this? So this is like a timeline or something? Donating to your cursive lessons fund. Thanks, bro. I need that. Really bad. You're a huge freak, weirdo, slimy, slag, unlovable. I don't love you anymore, stupid. Everything I do will amount to nothing. You're on a never-ending ego trip. Breaks up with me, blocks me constantly, called me a dog to his mom, tells me to shut up in front of his mates. I got more important shit than your feelings, especially when your feelings are based on absolute wank, that you're being a dumb woman to move on instead of being a burden. Goes to bed, sleeping, knowing I'm sad, says he can't be arsed, he's tired and he tried, excusing his words and insults, saying I can't take it, feeling no remorse for the insults he says to me. Told me to cut myself again, bro. Said he would break my neck and kill me. He said you can't live without me. 19th of October, 2023, day 4 since moving in together. The first time he's gotten physical with me. Dude, it's so dark to read the first time. The obvious implication being that there's many. That's just so, man. This girl's been through it, bro. Jesus Christ. The first time he's gotten physical with me, I walked away for space. 1 minute, he grabbed my hood and pulled me back onto the floor. So this is the pulling thing he was talking about. He put me in a headlock and covered my mouth twice while arguing, calling me delusional, crazy. Tells me I need to leave when I've shut myself in a room and telling me I need space after this all. Will dig and dig and dig at me. Hours until I break finally. I raise my voice and he looks at me, pauses and calls me crazy and psycho after pushing for a reaction. Gaslighting, manipulating asshole. 28th of December, argued, kicked me as I walked away. I moved out after that day. Reactive. During an argument, he broke my glasses and was silent about it until the following day. I asked him to help me look for glasses, and he would not help. He would sit on the couch on his phone. I turned around to him, and I said, wouldn't it be funny if you broke them and hid it from me? Then he suddenly starts smiling and tells me he did break them and had them from me. And it hid them from me days after. Page 71 out of 82, chat. Jesus. FC Jupiter in chat says, first, Nashi Loki was into it because anyone with a spine would leave. Shut the f up. Moron. Oh, just leave. I'm sure she didn't think about that. I'm sure that never crossed her mind. There's so much more I could talk about, but I really don't want to relive it any longer. This was an awful, toxic relationship. I should have left just 2 months in knowing and finding out about the kind of person he actually is. But that's what happens when a narcissist meets an empath. But that's what happens when a narcissist meets an empath. They feed off it. I had communicated my best, made him aware of what made me uncomfortable, and it wasn't listened to. In no way am I trying to make myself look as if I never said anything mean. I went through months of this horrible treatment that words like these became normal for when arguments came about. Words held no weight towards the end. I stooped down to his level and became reckless with my language to try and prove a point of this is how you treat me, so have it back. I was pushed to the point to react, and I'm so sad it got to that toxic point. But the extent this went with him saying death threats and physical acts was too far. This consisted of a lot of reactive, and I lost myself. I understood he has his own mental health struggles, but it would and will never excuse the amount of trauma he put me through. He went into this with many issues already and projecting them all onto me. He knows and admits to this. I also want to mention, I know my mouth isn't clean. I swear from England in every sentence I speak, so I definitely gave it back at times when I got tired and pushed over the edge. I feel it's necessary to add that. You can only take so much of someone belittling you and telling you they don't love you and that they hate you the whole time you're together. When you're meant to be in love, it tears you apart and changes you. Since all of this has happened and gone public, people have speculated on their own from my vent posts and interactions, which I want to tell you is a cry for help, not attention. I've had threats of story manipulation from Alex, so I want to clear all of these up before he gets the chance to try and victimize himself and disregard everything he's done to me. I'm not afraid to own up to anything I've done because I only ever reacted after the was drilled into me. Okay, so now we've got these DMs. There's a bunch of them. All right. Upper decky time. Jesus Christ. Chat. This is one of the most up things I've ever read. You know, I've read giggly goon clown shit before, and this is disturbing me. This is disturbing me quite a bit. I feel like I have a pretty thick skin for this kind of thing, and this is bothering the fuck out of me. This is super up, bro. Why the fuck did he hit her? He's insane. What a freak, bro. It's just so... It's just over. Like, it's actually over for ImAllexx. I knew about this shit. I knew about these allegations. I knew that, like, I'd heard about it, obviously. I was in Nick's chat a little bit yesterday. Because he was streaming about this. And I was donating, and I was like, you know, just posting some memes. And I didn't see all the stream. I was, like, recording a video. I was kind of, like, listening to it, you know, here and there. But now that I'm reading it all... I mean, what the f... I think this guy should probably be in jail. Jesus Christ. When's the house tour? I'm never doing a house tour. Are you kidding? Rough. She had it rough. Hopefully it leads to a good relationship for her. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Jesus Christ, bro. Base Tom knows when to be edgy and when not to be. That's not even true. I'm not tactful at all. I'm a person. I'm just like, I just feel bad for this girl, bro. I feel really bad for this chick. He f***ed her up. He f***ed her up. Is this actual jail time? I don't know much about cases. I mean, if it's proven in a court of law that he hit her, then yeah, it could be jail time for sure. Undoubtedly. And probably what should happen. You know, has James Marriott said anything? I don't think so. He probably will say something eventually, though, if I had to guess. James Marriott seems like a good guy. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but from what I remember, he's a nice dude. Jesus Christ, though. Holy f***. Let's take in, chat. All right. Page 72 of 82. She says, go away then. He says, I hadn't messaged you in weeks. She said, keep it that way. He said, but this stuff recently doesn't seem like it's going to end, and I feel like I'm being backed into a corner. She says, for something you did. Oh, no. He said, I was hoping I could settle our issues personally. She says, the people spreading this are people who already hate you. He says, that's fine. I'm not bothered about them. He says, in reopening this, I saw your notebook post. She says, this was pointless. He said, and read what you said in our messages. She said, yeah, my standards are low, huh? He said, and I thought we could talk about it. Look, I let you down more than anything ever. Like, I don't have the words to express my sorrow without typing Shakespeare poetry. Bro, it's just, stop being a... If you hit her, it's over. There's nothing else you can say. You can't, like, you can't really apologize. It's over, bro. It's over. No matter what's happened. Okay. We have a right to a private life. I don't want to talk to you. You don't. The thing is, though, like, I mean, if he hit her, there's also a risk he'll do it to other girls that he meets on Instagram. So I feel like she's in the right for, you know, putting it out there. She said, go private. He said, venting to your friends, I understand, but this makes this whole situation harder for both of us and takes it to an unneeded level. She says, so you're silencing me. You're asking me not to say anything or confirm anything. Is that what you're asking, to be straight? She said, genuinely, it's not cute. He said, I insulted you and I shouldn't have kicked you. Oh, he said it. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Holy. Hold on. I assaulted you, and I shouldn't have kicked you.
That I'm looking too great, and I might go out, and I might not be my best, and I might be struggling. But I feel like for the first time in my life, I knew what I wanted to do and what I was going to end up doing. And that was wrong. And I'm back here in this tiny fucking room.
For anybody with eyes, anybody who notices things, anybody who's paid attention to you, Leafy is here, realizes that
there is actually nothing better on this planet than to watch these people that have ripped off everything I've done and talked all that shit and tried to make it out like they were above it. And now 4 years down the line, when ad rates are at its lowest and it's the most unprofitable time to be making videos, they finally had the realization that, hey, maybe he had it right. So while they're scrambling, their genetic code just defaults back to what I was doing, but with all the policy changes and with all the self-righteous bullshit that they
Look at what I just did. I fucked up in a major way. I fucked up. Look at this. Look at what I did. Oh no. All right, I gotta clean this up real quick, and then we'll keep watching. I fucked up. I didn't get on my shirt this time. I'm a person. But Jesus Christ, bro. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh, oh, ooh, oh, whoa. It's all over the keyboard. I'm a genius. I'm really notorious for being clumsy. I spill everything. I'm a moron. I'm an idiot. Honestly, spilling drinks is probably worse than hitting women, if you ask me. That's just my take. That's just my take, but I'm just saying. I mean, if that DM is real, which I'm assuming it is, I guess. I think it's over. I think it's over for Alex, dude. I literally don't think there's any way, like any way he can recover from that. Like it's over. It's over. Because before in the DMs, it was him being like, she would say that he kicked her or like he kicked her, and he wouldn't deny it, but he would just kind of skip over it, but he wouldn't address it. And now there's this DM where he's like, I'm sorry I kicked you. I'm like, bruh. How's that key bump? Dude, I don't do bumps off keys. I only do lines. I'm not a... You think I'm a brokey? I don't do bumps. I'm not a... I love cocaine. We did some bumps. We didn't do bumps. We did lines. It was excellent. I'm a... Jeez. Seriously twisted, bro. Seriously twisted. Oh. You keep saying this like I you. No, I've actually never said you me. I mean, good. That would be huge BS. I said I was toxic, but I understood why it had gotten there, and I heavily regretted it. It was toxic because of you, because of that you gave. Words, feelings, actions. Everything you did was vile to me. Oh, there's still water on the floor. Oh, there's so much water on the floor. There's so much water. Hold on. There's so much water down there. I'm sorry, Chad. I fucked up in a major way. I fucked up in a major way. My bad. At least it didn't get near the power strip. I was smart about that. Tom, don't you think that maybe in an effort to get her back, he swallowed his pride and admitted to her so he could seem more sympathetic? Not saying I don't think he's guilty. I mean, maybe. But does it really matter? Everything you did to me was vile. And after, the way I texted you was wrong. I know you want to talk to me about what I did, and I was fine with that when it was between us. She said, I don't. He said, I want to call you and talk about it all. She said, I didn't. He said, yes, anyway. She said, anyway, go away. I think he's paranoid about it coming out. I think that's what these DMs are, bro. I think he's paranoid about it coming out. I don't think he actually feels bad, because if he did, he would have apologized way sooner, right? Not that an apology really matters, but you know, if you're addressing his intention, it seems to me like he's scared of it coming out because he knows how bad it would look. That's why he's like, we have a right to a private life. It's like, well, bro, you wouldn't say that about anyone else if you found out that they hit a girl, you know? You wouldn't. Like what? How can this get any more out of hand? If you keep posting stuff, it will end up being a huge problem. She said, for you. He said, don't you want to move on for us? She said, because it's true, for you. There is no us. He goes, Alice, right now you are really trying to make me say something that we used to hurt me with. She said, what? He goes, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk about you hitting me. And I found the text about the cat. She says, because I didn't, and you'd be lying. He said, when you said you punched me, she said, I didn't punch you over a cat. Well, is that you saying you're going to use that? Because do it. And then I'll post you calling me N-words and me. He says, no, I'm not. But right now you are pushing against me. She goes, with witnesses. He goes, why? She goes, I never punched you over a cat. He goes, because you won't stop. I've stayed dead silent and it isn't enough. She says, this is your argument. If I speak about how horrible you are and you were to me, you're going to say I hit you over a cat. That's your defense for me for 8 months. Make it make sense. He goes, you don't get to hit me at all. The point I'm making is we both hated it. So he's saying that she hit him now, right? Did he hit her first? What's the exact timeline here? I would like to know. At the very least, we know that, I mean, from these DMs, if they're all real, which I'm assuming they are right now, could be wrong, I'm assuming they are, that he at the very least did physically hurt her. So the question is, did she hit him? What was the context of that? Was she actually the start of the or something? Make an OF page and call it Twerk and Tom. Good idea. At this point, he's trying to use the situation with that cat, manipulate the story. I can show what really happened here. Okay. Let's see here. He goes, because I'm not going to pretend it just isn't here. I am. Is that what you want? You didn't tell him what to do. You just said, don't talk to the cat. I'm 24. She goes, you say weird shit. He says, I don't want to live with someone who is saying I can't talk to the cat. Weird shit. She says, be normal. Say you love it or something. He says, oh my God, you're actually doubling down. She says, look at you. He said, yeah, see, I'm not going to lie. I told him to stop saying weird things to the cat. He was joking about taking him away and why I would let someone who told me they'd break my cat's neck near my cat. This was an argument around mine, so there's no text. He's saying he's going to hurt the cat, according to her? Bro. He then goes on to say, I've punched him in the face over a cat. This is Delulu Island. Okay, delusional island. Can we just say delusional, please, Alice, when you write this? Just saying. We're on now because he's trying to grab onto anything he can to create his own story. This didn't happen, and I couldn't tell you where he cooked this up from. This is from an argument where he was being horrible, had the cat in his arms, and came up to me making jokes about taking him away. Alex is in my face all over me doing this, so I pushed him off me. I mentioned to him that I don't find this funny, and he carries on. I have the threat messages and the real messages at the time of the event he's trying to manipulate. She says, there is no us. He says, Alice, right now you're trying to make me say something that you will use to hurt me with. Okay, so this is the one where he's like, I don't want to talk about you hitting me. She says, you'd be lying. He said, when you said you punched me. She goes, I didn't punch you over a cat. Lol, this is you saying you're going to use that because do it. Then I'll post you calling the N-words and me. He goes, no, I'm not, but right now you're pushing against me. She goes with witnesses. He says, why? She goes, I never punched you over a cat. He says, because you won't stop. I've stayed dead silent and it isn't enough. She says, this is your argument. If I speak out about how horrible things are and you were to me, you're going to say I hit you. Okay, so this is the coinciding DM, I guess she's showing to contrast it because we did read this already. So for it all to be nothing, so for it to all be for nothing is hard. I'd rather not work and sit on the sofa with you all day and the cat and be peaceful. I feel like everything is collapsing. So when we wake up and everything been good, and you dodge my kiss, it's hard. It really ruins my whole day. And take the cat off me, like it's hard because we don't need to do that to each other. She goes, you know, you always come for me and work and money I make. And so, blah, blah, blah. She goes, you blew up. He says, I didn't do anything. She goes, kick me out over the cat. He said, but buy you ice cream. She says, off, mental case. I bought you ice cream, mate. I bought you some cream. I bought you some cream, bruh. You're going to cover the Thorpes at some point? Yeah, I probably will at some point. Let's see here. How can we live together if you're going to start arguments over the cat? She goes, you did that. He goes, no, I didn't. She said, literally, you got mad, not me. He said, I just made a joke. She said, you got mad. He said, you must go. You have to go. She goes, I don't say weird shit like he's going to be taken away, idiot. He goes, we cannot live together. She goes, off with this, my God. He goes, I'll get my own cat. She said, never said you can't talk to it. You're infuriating. Bye. He goes, you pushed me. It was a joke. She goes, off of me, off of me, off me. He says, and you're doubling down. She says, that's you, Lamau. I'm doing what you told me to, idiot. He goes, look, I think I'm completely in my right to say I don't want to be with someone who's going to harass me over the CTA. I'd rather not be in that situation. She goes, I don't harass you. He says, yes, you do. She says, I got you off me. He says, because it's weird. She says, when I said I don't find it funny. He says, well, if just talking to the cat is weird, then you have to leave my house. There are so many cases where I end up taking Bear into another room, saying that taking the cat off him is starting an argument, when I only did it after he said weird things to him. Acts like a child, has his toy taken away, and realistically, I was uncomfortable with him being near my cat after saying what he does. These texts are also after the first time he dragged me in an argument, so I'm very much unapologetic in everything I say and toxic back. You can see how things got worse and worse, and I stopped caring about my words because I'm constantly drained daily hearing this in person. It took a toll on me and my mental health. The last thing he will manipulate is from September in his old flat. We were in a heated argument, screaming at each other, where he was in my face, belittling me for everything I do and have ever done, calling me horrible names. Every insult you could think of came out of his mouth to me. Slag, nobody. I started crying, and he looks at me with a straight face and sighs, calling me boring, and laughs. I end up defending myself. I slapped him in the face. This is out of character for me, but he was screaming in my face. I was backed into a corner and not knowing what to do. This happens, and I grab my things and leave the flat and call my friend to tell them everything that just happened. Alex spams me to come back, and I end up giving in and going back because I'm scared. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. He says, hate this. She says, you hate this. He says, and hurting each other more. She said, because it's true. He says, isn't going to make it right. He said, and people are seeing you for you. He said, and you said you slapped me yesterday. I was dreadful. She says, yes, I slapped your face one time. Name a girl who hasn't slapped a huge asshole. He says, I know I was. She says, and people are seeing you for you. Okay, we read this. He says, I know I was, and I'm ashamed of everything, but coming after my life. She says, that's your defense. My girlfriend slapped me after I her and my family. For legal and obvious reasons, I won't attach all evidence I have, but in due time it may be made public. He has tried to get me to stay quiet online and has suggested he would deny all of this. If this happens, I will release more undeniable evidence. Wow. Why do these things never get taken to the authorities? Well, she's saying here, legal and obvious reasons, I won't attach all the evidence I have, so I assume she's taking it to the police here. The Samuel guy said that she is. I mean, yeah. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, bro. 82 pages. We made it through. So the last thing we have to go over now. We'll go through this again. So we've got this one.
Thing about you, and this is the thing. This is why I go around.
We've gone through some of these clips already. I figure we may as well just go through them again before we get to this last long voicemail. This clip is titled
Thing About You.
Dog.mp4.
And this is the thing. This is why I go around in circles. I join call, and when I'm getting, you're talking to me, going, this is the thing. Even though now, when it's too late, you admit that you did everything wrong. But when it actually matters, when you should lay down like a good dog, you don't do it. You fight for some reason. I don't know why you fight, because you're losing, because you end up admitting that you f***ed it all up anyway. So it's just weird. And I know that you're going to end up admitting that you f***ed it all up, which is why it's easy.
So there's that one. We saw this one, the following me after. This is the 5-minute video from the apartment. This is the
sorry first
brick wall.
So I'm a mouth.
Is it generally because you're just brain dead?
Yeah, I'm very brain dead. Yeah.
Is that why you decided to go on the offensive instead of the maybe? Okay, I don't know what to call what you did. It was weird. It's always weird. You always take the weird route. Just do the normal route, which is just do the normal route, but a normal girlfriend.
You're acting like this is all just me, and that's something you really need to fucking fix.
I'm gonna bash your head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut up. Because this one, genuinely, this one, you this royally fuck this.
I guess what I'm curious about is if he's saying stuff like this, has she ever said anything like that? Has she ever communicated anything like that? Is that what his response is going to be? That could be it. But Jesus Christ. That's why I'm pro and you're all not. All right, we've seen that one. Don't leave me alone. Your life might be down the drain. All right, I think it makes sense to get into the voicemail now. It is 24 minutes long, so it's quite long. Strap the in. Get ready. 24-minute voicemail from ImAllexx to her, apparently. We're going to see what he says. We're going to see what we hear.
Sorry, my phone cut off. It wasn't acceptable behavior, like in any way, shape, or form. It was insane. Like, I guess I've just been stuck in that cycle for so long that I felt like I could do no wrong. I felt like I was oh, look at me, I do all this work and I do everything and I try and do this and, just nobody's appreciative and, I know you appreciated it and I know that you appreciated the effort that I used to put in. And then I just stopped because I had you and you're my girlfriend and we lived together, and the more further we got through our relationship, the less effort I put in. And if it wasn't for you leaving, I might never, ever, ever have changed my ways. I might have just continued on like that. At the end of the day, the only thing that's important is that I didn't listen to you. You were right. It's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. I was impossible to work with. I didn't make it easy. I constantly thought inwards about myself and not about you and what was going on. I didn't make any attempts to change. I didn't make any attempts to fix my life. I made excuses. And it got to the point where I wanted to be alone, because if I was alone, nobody could tell me that I was up and that I was doing anything wrong. And for the first week that you weren't here, I just spent the entire week doing nothing. And after that week, I realized just kind of like how up my life was, and I have made attempts to try and fix it. I have a schedule, I take out the bins, I look after the cats.
Amazing.
I'm like a functioning person. I go out for my bike ride. I've been sorting out my doctor's appointment, even though it's bloody hard in the middle of nowhere.
So this middle of nowhere thing, this is all anecdotal hearsay. I don't know how real this is, but I was told that because he ruined all of his relationships with like YouTube type people and like the British scene, and maybe related to the Alice thing, he moved out to the country, like far away from everyone else. I don't know how real that is. That's just some shit I was told. I don't really know if that's real, but yeah. Yeah, there you go. He literally says she did nothing wrong. Yeah, he does say that.
I am just like so frustrated because I've been doing all of that, but then I've been getting on with you, and instead of like apologizing, I've been trying to just be like, oh no, look, I'm good now. Like I'm perfectly fine now. I'm like a person. Everything's great. And I realize that must come across as like so dismissive to you. Or also like, why is he doing that stuff now? Why is he being like this now? Why couldn't it have been like this back then? And then you get upset or angry, which is fine and understandable. Or I do something to upset and anger you, like following some idiot on Twitter or Instagram, some woman. And, you must think like, this guy's like, he's just and he's being a and he's not stopping being a and he's not gonna apologize for what I did, and he's not gonna try and make it work with me. He just kind of wants me to be here. He doesn't want to lose me. I was trying to be like too cool and nonchalant at points, and then I would let it slip how uncool and how not well I was taking everything, and by that I mean my behaviour. I haven't been lashing out at you because of the fact that you left me. I've been lashing out at you because of the fact that I didn't fix my stuff. And I think what's worse, I'm being completely honest here, because I don't want to leave anything off the table at this point, is that like I generally had a conversation.
Man, with this whole thing, the tone of it really comes across to me like he doesn't really feel bad for what he did. He feels bad for the fact that she's mad at him and it might really affect his career in the future. He's using a lot of like I statements about himself and how he's doing rather than talking about her and what he did to her. And that's typically a decent sign that it's not a very good, apology. Not that an apology at this point, if everything she said is real, really matters. But yeah, it doesn't seem like he's even expressing any real remorse. I honestly don't think he feels bad based on this, you know, at all. I don't believe Mimulus' story. There's no way he didn't know. What do you mean there's no way? You know, in a relationship, like when two people are dating, sometimes they just won't tell people what happens in the relationship, you know? I honestly believe Mimulus. I believe I don't think they knew all the details. And the thing is, they're friends with Alex, not really her. So, like, if everything she said is true and he's a piece of shit, then why would he go tell them that? Why would he tell them that? Like, it doesn't make sense. And even if Mimulus did know, let's say for a long time he knew, it's not his story to tell. It's Alice's, because she is the victim in the situation. Do you know what happens in your friends' relationships? Not really, no. I mean, I know they're dating. I get little details here and there. But even like when I've been in relationships, like I'm not like telling my friends every little detail, you know? I'm just not. And then you compound that with the fact that Alex in this case is like a really crazy, insane person doing all this crazy shit. Why would he tell them? He knows it looks bad.
Like with my friends a few months ago, just about like how much I feel like, you know, I've just like, I don't feel good about myself. And I would wake up a lot of the times when I was with you, and I'd think I knew that I like didn't deserve to still be with you. And instead of fixing it, I was just like, oh, I've already it anyway. I became worse. Like I sabotaged it. And it was intentional, because I knew that I was being shitty. And I just thought, oh, it's already too late. And it's really piss poor. Obviously, it wasn't as clean cut as that. A lot of this stuff has been really complicated to work out, you know, because I blow hot and cold. You've seen me. I'm apologising 1 minute, shouting the next. Angry 1 minute, please come here, hold me. You know. It's like, I just feel like I've been really battling through this very weird thing. Also, you know, with issues we'd have, you did this. Oh, wait, no, I see you didn't. It's okay, don't worry about it, forget about it. But it doesn't matter. I opened up a wound, and it scars, and the scar is always there. Just because I feel okay about it now doesn't mean that you did. And when I used to say
he talks so dramatic. He talks like he's in Riverdale.
Stuff about like, why can't we just move on? It's because I felt like I felt like I was comfortable, and I didn't make the effort to see if you were. And if you weren't, because I was, I didn't understand why you couldn't be.
Siganax says he's a narcissist, and this situation shattered his self-image. No narcissist wants to be the bad guy, and he's desperately trying to come out as the good guy in this story. Well, he's definitely trying to both sides it. No, I mean, maybe there's something that she's gonna say, maybe that will change things, or sorry, that he could say that will change things a little bit, but based on the information we have already, I don't think ImAllexx is the person you want to be around at all.
No, I don't really know what that is, but I know that it's wrong, and I know that I knew of it, and to be honest, I thought that at a certain point, when I was sleeping on the sofa and stuff, I convinced myself that that's what you wanted. You obviously didn't, so I'm not saying you wanted it and I did it. As in, I convinced myself because I was making an excuse for myself, not as in, I was doing it for you. I don't mean if I say anything along those lines, that's not how I mean it. I wasn't doing it for you, I was doing it for me. It was easier to avoid you. I wasn't putting the effort in. Because you obviously had said, like you have on this, like, give me time to come back, talk properly, apologise, I need time to process stuff. And I wasn't doing it. And then I started doing it almost like out of spite. Like, I started doing it being like, oh, yeah, well, I'm sleeping on the sofa now. Isn't this what you wanted? Isn't this what you wanted me to go away. Because I'm such a up. It was like self-pitying, self-absorbed bullshit. And, yeah, it's just really, like, up thing to do to you at the end of the relationship. So I know why you left, because at that point, there was, like, no love. At least I wasn't showing it anyway. A kiss when you're playing League probably was more annoying than anything, because you know I was probably doing it to avoid our problems. You know, I got too reliant on you putting me in my place and then you forgiving me. Like, it just became a cycle. I allowed you to be the fixer-upper of our relationship, and it wasn't right, you know? And then I made everything worse. There's so much more I could go into detail about and talk about. I don't know. Really, like, there's a lot.
And just to think, this entire thing could have been avoided if he had just popped in an upper decky instead of hitting her, allegedly, in Minecraft. In Minecraft.
Sometimes, like, hard to keep on track, and, you know, but I feel like, right, like, you know, that's something that I wanted to say on top of everything. I just want to make it really clear that, like, it's like it was me. And anything that I said before in any argument, I have looked back at all of them. I went back and read them. I read old iMessages from us from the beginning of the last year. I could see how I caused everything. Jealous about you playing games with your friends because I wanted you to dedicate your life to me. You know, not in a weird way. I just, like, I wanted to run off into the sunset with you. I was madly in love. But probably, you know, I had, oh, my toe. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, I was madly in love, and I wanted to just keep you as my own. I don't want anybody else to have your time or anything. And yeah, it's up because, like, now I understand that when I started playing games with my mates, I didn't have, at the time I was just working, like,
my toe.
I was jealous of what you had, and I wanted to be involved because my friends had stopped playing games ages ago. Like, it didn't really talk, like, everybody had moved away. Like, at the time we met.
Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why someone wouldn't want to hang out with you, brother. I wonder why. Nick Diorio tweeted out some clip. I think it's from the video that we were just watching on stream.
Do you ever look at me and go, God, he's so pretty, he looks like me? What do you say then?
No, like Gremlin.
I look at Gremlin. All right, thank you. Yes, but you'll probably have to speak up because the camera won't make. Cause
Alex is a gremlin.
Okay, you don't need to do that. You don't need to tell the whole world. Got anything else you want to say? Oh, nice. You're great to make content with.
Lol. Thank you. How the f you say that name for becoming a member, brother? Thank you very much. Slow stroking it to the downfall by ImAllexx. Lol. Oh, man. Back to the voicemail.
The only thing I had going was making YouTube videos and you. And, you know, that's why for the first, like, 3-4 months, like, I was just, like, constantly obsessed. And then I did try to make it more healthy. That's why I started playing games with my friends. But even then, like, I started to do that at the point where I should have been giving you more attention. Like, I was doing everything in the wrong order. And for the wrong reasons. And I am deeply sorry for that. And I just wanted to make that clear that I can see every single direction where I went wrong. And obviously there's more stuff that upset you. You know, and, you know, my behavior recently, like, after that, you know, that's just a horrible misplace of my own ego. Like, I have wanted you to run back to me, and I wanted you to, you know, be forgiving. I wanted you to just kind of go, yeah, that's good enough, Alex, you've tried, or we'll work on it. And you did do that. It's the worst part, is you did do that. And at the time, I wanted so much more. I was like so desperate for you to just like come back home. That anything else that wasn't that just made me so frustrated, because, you know, I felt like it was slipping away, but not just that.
He's just going on and on, talking in circles about himself. Just going on and on and on and on. What's he talking about? He just wants her to feel sorry for him, bro. That's it. That's it.
I felt like, you know, I even said to you, like, I'm worried that I haven't got to a place. I was still being vicious and lashing out at you and being angry. But I was like using it as like an excuse to do it, being like, look, I might do it. It was like, it was blackmail. Like, I was being like, you should call me, because if you don't call me, you're going to lose the apology, and I'm going to be all angry. And it's because I couldn't control my emotions at all.
He's so manipulative. He's even saying it here. He's like, yeah, I mean, you know, I'd be like, yeah, if you don't call me, you're never going to get your apology, so call me right now.
And I wasn't trying to. I wanted to. I felt like anytime you pulled away, I wanted to just burn everything down. That was just where my brain went to. Just everything. Yeah, obviously, I'm not at that place anymore. But I was for like 4 months, so that's way too long. Obviously, there are points where I was doing better, but I wanted you to move at my pace. And obviously, I was sprinting because I did know the damage I'd done.
I was sprinting.
I was trying to push you too fast and further than you wanted by showering you in gifts and sending you messages and trying to call you and being like, let's...
Thank you, M60, for the raid.
Meet up and all of that. I should have done it all in the first week. I'm really deeply sorry that it took me this long to really reflect properly on everything. I was still victimizing myself, and it was wrong of me, and I should not have...
No way. Slazo tweeted? Bro. He said good morning yesterday. He hasn't tweeted since November of 2023. Wow. Yo. Oh my god. What the
VIP my section, royalty looking sexy, you know that be my
bro. Yeah. Oh my god, bro. Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Made that even more of an issue for you. Just really, I really wasn't responsible. I wasn't being responsible, I mean. Because I was responsible, but I wasn't being responsible for your feelings. And, you know, I can't believe that I was, you know, how I was thinking. I'm sorry that this is super long on top of everything I've already sent you. I'll cut it.
Stop yapping.
Here and wait.
So long.
And then, you know, maybe
just keep going,
or whatever. I just want you to know that it's not your fault. And it wasn't your responsibility to fix me. And it wasn't your responsibility. Like, I only came to this conclusion because I had to do it myself. Like, I had to go through this to get to this point, to figure this out. You didn't have to. You didn't have to be a part of this. You didn't have to have this happen. I should have done this in my own time, on my own accord. But I chose to bury my issues before fixing them. But it's not you. It's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Like, you're not responsible for this. You're not responsible for what happened. You tried your best. It's nothing to do with you. It's not because there's something wrong with you. It's not because you're lesser or because you have issues. It's not because of that. Like, you were fine. It's not because you...
Thank you for the dono, Trevor. All my homies smoking that ImAllexx pack.
It's not because of you. It's nothing to do with you. You were so open with me about so many things. I knew how you felt about all the stuff that I used to make excuses as to why I was feeling that way. Sorry. Like, I knew how you felt about everything. We spoke about everything. We covered everything. We buried everything. We'd have conversations about everything. It took me to meet your friends to stop being a about them. That's not acceptable. We just shouldn't have been about them in the first place. They were lovely people. I trusted them. Obviously, the recent stuff was kind of sucks, but that wasn't your fault. And, you know, you did actually tell me, and you were upfront and honest about it, which is more than I could say for how I've been. And instead, I used that to call you a liar. So I understand why you, you know, I understand it's my fault why we have a lot of all of the issues. Sorry, not a lot. I'm not trying to let myself get off the hook. All of them. And with work and stuff, I know that you were just trying to enjoy it. And I was making it unenjoyable for you because I wasn't having fun. So I believed that everybody else shouldn't have fun and that you shouldn't have fun. And that I convinced myself that life is miserable and life is putting up with stuff. And, you know, I just remember moments with you where I was my happiest. And, you know, sat in your bedroom, just me and you, just lying there together. And, you know, it should have been that all the time. And when we got bare, or you got bare, sorry, still doing it, you know, just how happy I was for you.
Ash Mullins asks, has he made a response yet? He's so weird he has not. Guess we'll see what happens. But no response from him. I don't know what his response could even be. I'm very curious.
Because I thought it would help you heal. But I was right there just making stuff worse. I made them, you know, even your relationship with the cat, like, I was upsetting you. And because I was being selfish and being like, why doesn't she, you know, I was like, why doesn't she want to share the cat with me? And it's because of the way that I was acting.
Etnus for 5 says, bro is feeling that feeling and it feels that he feels that feeling bad and that his feels at the same time were feelings that feel bro. Shut the f up. Thank you for the 5. Found for 5 says, I've seen politicians more sincere than Alex.
And I knew that, by the way. It's not, I didn't just figure that out. Like, I knew that back then. I was like, oh, of course she's going to take the cat away from me. I'm being a dick. Why would she want a cat near me? She doesn't want the cat to be attached to me because she probably wants to leave. And I felt that at the time. And instead of doing anything about it, I just moped and sulked like a child. I'm sorry for getting emotional. I'm just really angry at myself. Because you were the best. And I was there. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Bryson Shell for 5 says, Turkey Time versus ImAllexx with proceeds going to a domestic charity. I'm not going to fight a person.
But you were, you know... And even all the way back to when you said that stuff about the bipolar disorder. And I was mean. I read that text the other day. And I'm so angry. Like, why was I like that to you? I know what I meant at the time, but I was making it about me. And you said that, you knew that. And I did apologise back then. But I didn't change any behaviour. Like, I saw you say that and I thought, oh, that's an excuse for why she doesn't text me. That's an excuse for why she doesn't want to talk to me. Because I was down your throat. And in reality, you were just trying to say it's not my fault and I'm doing my best. But instead I thought you were using it because I was so convinced myself that like, you were out of my league and that I didn't deserve you. And also that I was going to f*** it up. I'd convinced myself that you were always looking for a way out. When in reality, you just wanted me to be normal. You didn't want my money. You didn't want anything from me, apart from me to just be what I could be all the time. And I'm so sorry, Alice. I'm so sorry. I let you down. And, I don't deserve to be forgiven. I don't deserve anything. I should be held accountable for my mistakes. To you, it was wrong. And I'm sorry, but it's taken you to do everything in your power to really make me understand it.
Oh my God, is it almost over? We got a few more minutes. Chat, we're almost there. We're almost there. Okay?
Not do this. Like, I tried my best to avoid this. And I don't know why. Because if I'd have done it, if I'd have actually just truly been like, I suck, I just didn't want to admit it because honestly, I had convinced myself that my ego was the only thing that was keeping me going. I'd convinced myself it was the only reason I was working. I convinced myself it was the only reason why I could get anything done. And that if I didn't have my ego, then I wouldn't be able to work. And I'd give up on everything. And I'd quit. And then, you know, I'd give up on life. And I'd just be this mopey loser. When in reality, I think if I'd have just given up on everything, I would have been happy with you.
Poolboy _Q for 5-6 Tom. If you put 50 Minecraft YouTubers in a room, how many of them will be PDF files? Not that many. The thing is, it's a funny meme to say that they're like that, but in general, there's so many Minecraft YouTubers. If you were to do a statistical analysis, there's probably not more pedophiles that are Minecraft YouTubers than there are pedophiles in the general population by percentage. Yeah. Muff Tugler for 5 says, this dude just needs some galvanized square steel and some screws he borrowed from his aunt. I think he might need some testosterone. He might need some tren or something. He might need to, like, go to the gym a lot. I mean, just some upper deckies, some serious zinage, some cigarettes maybe. I mean, just look at the guy. Just look. I mean, even all of this aside, just he got to lift weights. He's got to lift some serious weights, bro. I think he does. He just does, bro. Anyway.
But instead, I convinced myself that this terrible behaviour was powering me like a machine. And I told myself that without it, I would not be able to work and make myself do stuff because I beat myself up all the time to work. I don't do it for fun. I wasn't doing anything out of enjoyment. I was doing it like, I've got to do this. If I don't do this, I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to stuff up. I've got, you know, nobody's going to want to be around me. Nobody's going to be friends with me. But in the process, you know, I was just pushing you away. And like you said it the other day that you'd rather have nothing and be happy than have everything and be miserable. And, you know.
A little break. Lucy sent me a video in chat. Lucy Cut in chat sent me this video.
Hey, sorry I missed your call. I was just calling you back to let you know that I love you and I miss you.
What is this?
I really want you to call me back.
I've seen this before.
And I'm sorry I missed your phone call, and that I know you're done. So when you get this, can you call me back?
Yo.
I love you, and I miss you.
Paste. That was fire.
No, I would do anything in the world to have absolutely nothing right now apart from you. I would trade all of this, everything here, because it's worth nothing. It's not worth anything. It's just built on being miserable. You were the only thing I had that I actually enjoyed. And I convinced myself that somehow that loads of it was fake and wrong, and I used it to hurt you. I'm gonna leave this here. I don't know what you'll have to say, and I understand. Really, whatever happens, like I'm not gonna hold anything against you. Like it's not your fault. I don't hold any of it against you. I don't hold anything. I understand. Like, I do. And I'm sorry for crying. I just, when I start, I don't open up ever because I have kind of shut all of this stuff down for so long. Like, I hadn't cried in forever. The only time I ever cried is when I apologised to you, and that was because I realised kind of how much I'd f***ed stuff up, and, seeing you hurt is just the worst. I don't want that. I don't want to see you hurting. I want that less than anything in the world. And I'm sorry for putting you through so much.
Oh my Okay. I think that seems to be the end of everything. I think we've gone over all the materials. We've seen it all. So I guess the only thing left is to talk about where I could go from here. Hold on, Nick has this video. Alex Elmsley calls his girlfriend the N-word during a domestic dispute, but you overheard them in a bathroom during a 2023 party. Whoa.
And then you look like a fucking miserable fucking little all the time. Like, your face is annoying to look at, like when I come downstairs. Like, I actually fed up of looking at
What is this? Hold on, wait. I gotta piss really bad, guys.
Which is why I sleep downstairs. I don't want to have to go upstairs. Oh, you're taking all the covers. It's like, woman, just like, ask me to buy another one, or stop fucking complaining. There's nothing that annoys me. Nothing needs to be an argument, because everything is fixable. Buy a new duvet. I sleep downstairs. No, you've always got to act like none of this stuff, because you've got to actually try and fix anything fucking wrong. Like, it's fucking, it's infuriating at this point. Like earlier, you're miserable about something. All you have to do is call it is fine. You have to know you don't clean up after it now. Even you. So, I don't even it's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't go around talking about anything that you don't clean up after.
I was there the whole time. Is being called the N-word offensive to white people? I mean, I don't really care that he called her the N-word, but it's more just the entire picture put together. Give this man an Emmy. Thank you. And I think I deserve an Oscar. I'm more of a movie type guy. I'm like a Patrick Dempsey type figure, I would say, personally. That's just my take, but I think I'm like a Patrick Dempsey type guy. Anyway, yeah. Who's here from the Medicare stream? Is he live? I heard he was going live today. Did he end his stream? Shout out Mr. Medicare. One of the greatest to ever do it. Perhaps the greatest. Big shout out to him. Tom's stupid shirt call. What do you mean stupid? What's stupid about the shirt? This is a cool shirt, okay? I bought this shirt at TJ Maxx, I think. It was like $25 to $28, okay? This is swaggy. This is swaggy, okay? The suit was actually expensive. And I hate suits. The suit was like men's. I got it like, I had to go to my friend's wedding. So I had to go to Men's Warehouse to get it like tailored. Because I had another suit, but it doesn't fit me anymore because I've gained like 40 pounds since I could wear it. Like the arms are just too small. The shoulders aren't wide enough. All the shit, like it's just not good. So I had to buy a new suit and get it fitted. And I was thinking when I went to Men's Warehouse to get it fitted, I was like, oh, it's going to be like, I don't know, $300, $400, which is still expensive. But I didn't think it would be like that bad. It was $700 for the suit, bro. $700 to get a fitted suit. I don't even think it's like a crazy brand or what the. What brand is this shit? It just says made in Vietnam. Kenneth Cole. Who the fuck is that? You look like a server. Yeah, I kind of look like a waiter. I honestly do. I look like I bus tables maybe. No, a little above that. Maybe I'm like a bar hand. Like I'm not the server, but I help. I help out at the bar. Italian maxing? I don't look Italian. That's not true. Whoa, way, yo, way. There's just no way. All right, can we recreate this and can someone send it to Nick? Somebody start recording so we can send this to Nick. I want to make this perfect. I want to make it absolutely tippity-top perfect. So, I want to put the chair down again. Get the f down. All right, the chair is on the floor. The chair is on the floor. I'm going to use my speakers for a sec so I can actually hear it.
And then you look like a fucking miserable fucking little...
All right. This is going to be awesome. So I need to position this so the top of the green screen doesn't get in it.
All the time. Like, your face is annoying to look at, like when I come downstairs. Like, I actually fed up of looking at you, which is why I sleep downstairs. I don't want to have to go upstairs. Oh, you're taking all the covers. It's like, woman, just like, ask me.
All right, start it over, start it now.
Miserable little cunt all the time. Like, your face is annoying to look at, like when I come downstairs. Like, I actually fed up of looking at you, which is why I sleep downstairs. I don't want to have to go upstairs. Oh, you're taking all the covers. It's like, woman, just like, ask me to buy another one, or stop fucking writing. There's nothing that annoys me. Nothing needs to be an argument, because everything is fixable. Buy a new duvet. I sleep downstairs. No, you've always got to act like none of this stuff, because you're not actually trying to fix it. Like, it's infuriating at this point. Like earlier, you're miserable about something. You actually know what it is. It's fine. You actually like, you don't enough of it now. Even you. So, I mean, it's fine. I'm all about it. I don't go around fucking like, you don't think that far. Not like you fucking right. You don't even want to pay for any of it. So, who really fucking cares?
All right, chat. What a allegation. I mean, seriously. It's not every day you see something quite like this, in my opinion. Wow, 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 wow. Well, that was crazy. That was an insane arc. That was nuts. I don't know how you can top that level of drama we just had, chat. I don't know how the f you're supposed to do it. Genuinely, I don't know.